Alright, how's it going? Seeing as a lot of people are staying indoors, a bit fed up, don't know what to do. Got to keep yourself busy, got to keep your brain active or it turns to mush, doesn't it? So I thought I'd bring back Rockbusters. Right? Anyone who used to listen to the radio show about 20 odd years ago might remember it. It's where I give a cryptic clue and some initials to a band or an artist, and you have to work out who that band or artist is from the cryptic clue. So yeah, something to do, isn't it? So the first one, the clue is there's a woman wandering about in the busy part of Mallorca and she gets mugged. What has happened there? What did someone do? Did someone do to her? Right? The initials RP. She was on holiday having a lovely time in the busy part, like not far from the airport, and yeah, she got mugged. What did someone do to her? RP. Right? That's the first one. Second one. Do you know those steps that they have in fields to get over into the next field? There were some of them, but they were like covered in fur, pubes and that. Pretty dangerous to use, quite slippy. Who's the band or artist? HS. Those steps you get in a field to get you into another field, covered in pubes and fur and that. What's going on there? HS. Easy one, that. And the last one, there's some lunatic in a reasonably priced supermarket who's wearing a toilet for a hat. Right? Bit of a loon, walking about a supermarket, very cheap supermarket, wearing a toilet for a hat. What's he doing there? That's LC. Right? Something to do. You might not be asked. You don't want to play. It doesn't matter. If you know any of the answers, pop them in the comments below. See how you get on. There you go. Rockbusters back for 2020. All right. Good luck with that. There's no prizes or anything. Just something to do. Right. See ya. Right. So I gave you some Rockbusters. Here's the answers in case you've been, struggling. So the first one was about a woman who was on holiday. She was having a lovely time in the busy part of Mallorca. She got mugged. The initials were RP. So you break it down. What's the busy part of Mallorca? It's a city. Palma. She got robbed. She was a woman. I said, what's happened there? They robbed her in Palma. Robber in Palma. Robber Palma. Robert Palmer is the answer to that one. Alright, well done if you got it. And a few of you did. I'm just doing this so you understand how I got to the answer. Right, second one. The steps that you use to get into a field. When you go from field to field, you have those little steps, and they were covered in fur and pubes and that. And I said, "Oh, what are them then? What's gone on there?" The initials were HS. They were covered in pubes and fur. What is that? That's hair, innit? It's hair. The step that you use to get into a field is a style. They're very hairy style, right? Harry Styles. Harry Styles. That's what we've got there. And then the last one, this was a tricky one. The old cheap supermarket. There's some nutter walking around using a toilet as a hat. So he used a loo as a cap, a loo cap, a Lewis cap in Aldi, the supermarket. Lewis cap Aldi. Lewis cap Aldi. Lewis cap Aldi. Well done. If you got those three, it's a hard one, that. But yeah, well done. Like I say, no prizes and that, but killed a bit of time, didn't it? Look after yourself, wash your hands. Alright, see ya.
I feel slightly responsible for this because have you heard of the quote, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing?
Yeah. What I've done is, remember that programme on Channel 4, Faking It?
Yeah.
Where they got some, like, posh kid to be on a door and all that. What I've done, I've,
Imagine if that was the pitch for the show. Dear Channel 4, just gonna get a posh kid on a door or something?
Yeah,
Yours sincerely, Karl.
Come in. Yeah.
TV producer.
Yeah, yeah, go on.
So, what I've done, this little book of quotes, happiness quotes, I've picked two that are real.
Okay.
And I've made one up. Alright?
And we've got to guess.
And you've got to guess.
Okay, then, go on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rick, why don't we, when we've heard them, we won't confer.
No.
You'll write down yours,
Yeah.
A, B, or C, and I'll write down mine, and we'll see how it
Okay,
goes.
Carl, off you go.
Right, and just because I'm looking at this book, it doesn't mean I'm actually reading.
No, I know,
Don't
no,
worry,
I know.
we're clever.
No, we know, we can't see yet.
Like, call my bluff.
Yeah, go on then.
Nothing is worth more than this day.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
Alright.
Yeah.
The way I see it.
Oh God, my head's gonna burst.
No, hang on.
My head's gonna burst.
No,
Hang
no,
on.
this might not be Carl's.
It might not be.
How do you know I haven't tweaked them a little bit?
Yeah, good
Okay,
point.
fair
Good
enough.
point. No, good point.
The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright?
Alright, yeah.
Okay, hang on. So, yeah.
Come on.
Cat food.
Cat food, go on.
It stinks a bit. But, if you don't put up with the smell, the little kitten will die.
Steve! I don't know what.
My name is Bond, James Bond, as though it was Sean
My name's
Connery.
Bond. James Bond. Do that. Go on.
My name's Bond.
No, do it as though you were doing an impression.
Sean.
So I'm trying to be Scottish.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Perhaps a bit more specific than that. Sean Connery.
My name's Bond.
Keep going.
My name's Bond, James Bond.
Thank Jimmy Stewart. It's not that. This is the best fun. It's like having your very own Fisher Price toy for 2 hours a week. It's great. Do Roger Moore. Do that.
Roger Moore.
Phyllis Pierce, Percy Sugden. I'm licensed to kill.
Anyway, she just said.
No, this is a great game.
No, that's
Yeah,
enough of
no,
that.
we'll come back to this another time.
Yeah. Me and Steve, because we were nominated, we get a guest.
For the BAFTA Awards.
And it's, it doesn't say guest, it actually says, partner. So I'm taking, my partner. And, Steve's taking Karl.
Yeah.
But what Karl doesn't realise is, you will have to pretend you're his partner, otherwise you wouldn't be able
we'll
to
have to
get in.
hold hands when we go on the red carpet.
Is this really your partner? It's not just a guest.
That's how it is. And either we go in like that, or we can't get in.
You just have to be with him when you go up there. I mean, you have to, does he have to
We should hold hands, but I think what we should do is, just to make sure that there's nothing at all that, like, it's gonna go wrong, we should just do a little kiss.
Just like,
Just when we get in front
or
of the
be seen
cameras.
sort of like cheek to cheek, just to show them that,
Yeah.
you know, you're not, he's
Like
not just
Elton
getting,
John and
he's
David
not just
Finnish.
getting his mates in for a free meal, you are actually partners.
No, I'm not up for that.
Why not?
Well,
Because we know we're not actually gay.
no, but yeah, but
So it's not a problem.
You've come out of it looking quite good because you've got a good-looking fella. But I meant to look like, you know. I mean, I'm not gay, but if I was, I don't think I'd go for your thing.
Oh, he's done you! Didn't he smack you for not liking a castle once?
Yeah.
No, what's that? What's that?
Went to Carnarvon the other day, and I was bored. I was at that age when I just wanted to go in an arcade. And my dad was saying, come and see the castle, you know, there's history here. And I still don't like castles. It's one of them things that, again, just too far back to sort of even think about people living in them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I was just like, look, it's a wreck, you know, knock it down, flatten the thing.
Sure.
You know, is this sort of sweet little buffoon, almost childlike in his ways. You know what I mean? Like Charlie Brown after some sort of head injury, and now he's coming back like that, having a go, not caring about voiceover work. It's like, because Heat have written about him a couple of weeks. It's like he thinks he's better than you in some way.
I do care though. You're out of order saying that, right? Carl, I sorted you out with tickets for stuff.
He doesn't turn up to.
Carl, I received a phone call. You deleted the message offering me voiceover work. You're as bad as my agent. I'm appalled by it. And I thought we were friends.
At least his agent, when he does it, is losing himself money as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got no comeback. You're still sweet. And to have a go at you've got a mank whine. Right?
Voice.
Like a cartoon Gallagher brother on Coronation Street. I mean, and yes, Steve does sound like a Wurzel, but that doesn't, do you know what I mean? What about Jethro? Jethro does well. Jethro gets on Des O'Connor anytime he wants.
Just has to phone Des up.
And he's on there.
Straight on
and
there.
he's whining like a Wurzel as well. So, you know, to say that is a rubbish...
Alright, apart from that then, what else have I done that's wound you up?
Well, that's a good starting point, because you haven't even apologised.
No, it's a shock, because that's the first time I've let you down. And I didn't really let you down, because I passed on the message.
You didn't, well, we've been through it. You didn't pass on the message. Saying I deleted a message for you is not passing on the message. I mean, I just think what's happened is that you've got a little bit of celebrity now from the show. I mean, I've seen you being recognised in pubs and stuff, or people have come up and they said, are you Carl, because they've seen Ricky. Now, it just seems to me that you are not keeping yourself grounded. You are just, you cannot deal with fame, you've not got the intelligence to cope with the celebrity, and you're just becoming this kind of ego-driven monster.
Now it's getting.
It scares me, Carl. You're not the man I remember.
Look, I put a lot of work into this on Saturday. This isn't even my proper job, right? Where were you in the week?
Oh, he's got you there.
What? Where were you in the week? I said, let's meet up, let's, you know, come up with some new features and that. Where were you?
Carl, you phoned me about an hour before you wanted to meet. That is not what I would call... I mean, that is arrogance right there.
That's the way I work.
That's arrogance right there. That's ego right there.
He couldn't go, when I came in, he said, where's Steve? I said, Steve can't make it. I had to tell him why. Steve was staying in to tidy up, because his landlady was coming. This he couldn't get over. He could not get over that you couldn't make it because you had to stay in with your landlady. He talked about it for about the hour when we were working.
What are you talking? Last week I had a bad throat. You wouldn't tolerate that. You wouldn't accept that.
When you had a bad throat, where were you? Why couldn't we do any work then? Because you're at home with your mum and your dad.
You were on holiday, weren't you?
Why didn't you get your mum and your dad to clean the flat?
Oh, he's done it again! He's done you again, mate. Play a record.
How has he done me? What? They live in Bristol.
Yeah, the joke's on you. He couldn't get him to clean the flat.
I don't know who's laughing at who now.
Right, listen.
Can we just go back to laughing at Carl?
Okay.
Because I know where we stand there.
Okay, alright.
Do you want to,
That's the natural order of things.
I know, yeah.
The world's gone topsy-turvy.
He's stepped out of the pecking order.
Right, well, someone who I don't let down, right, are the listeners of this show. Do you want to, read out the prizes for Rockbusters? We'll get that one in.
Are we not doing Rockbusters again, are we?
Yeah.
Well, it was a shambles last week. We cancelled it 2 weeks ago. What?
I mean, there you are right there, Rick. I mean, both you and I, and let's be honest, we're the guys with our names on the poster.
I know,
It's supposed to be your show. And
our faces.
Exactly, and yet...
we have to be on tube stations with people laughing at us.
Yeah, well, they're not laughing at me, right?
Well, I don't know. What do you think people think of the poster, Carl? Seriously?
No, I don't want to know his opinion. It's just going to be insulting. My point is this, Rick.
He was looking at you.
My point is this, Rick. We used to be able to decide what the content of this show was. Now, it's him. It's just him. He wants to do Rockbusters, he gets to do it.
I know. And it's awful, Robert. Like Tourette's Trent D'Arby. Not only is that offensive, it doesn't work as a clue.
Saying that, have you come up with anything for this week?
No. It's something, when I was looking on the web, found something out.
Go on.
It's a story about a woman who had a baby. What are
you talking about?
What?
A woman who had a baby who was having a baby.
It was no clearer when you repeated it.
No! Carl! I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for the common good, right? Pursue this line of inquiry, right? because I don't know where it's going, or play a record. I'm actually torn. I don't know what to do.
No, I remember seeing it and thinking, I've got to tell Ricky about that. It's brilliant.
What should we do? Should we go with it? I mean, it's like, it's entering into the abyss, it's opening Pandora's box, it's peeking, it's going down to the cellar.
I've got a couple of questions, though.
Go on, then.
Well, come down there with me.
Okay,
come down in the cellar with me.
Okay, right, Karl. What, first of all, it was on the way. What do you mean? The baby was what? Had another, was it, she didn't give birth, the doctor didn't find one of those set of Chinese dolls up her? Russian dolls, whatever they're called.
That's what I pictured it like, those dolls where you take the head off and there's another one in there that all look the same, but no, the story was, there's a woman who's...
No, don't just say it again, that's a headline. That's not a story. There was a woman who had a baby, That's not a story. Imagine handing that in as a thesis to loads of the BMA. There you go, and read that.
That's a children's rhyme.
Yeah, there was a woman who had a baby What do you mean? So she had a baby, right? Yeah.
And,
that bit's fine. We're okay with that.
That's normal. That's normal.
A woman had a child.
Yeah, totally normal.
She gave birth. Fine. Yeah. Next.
Well, I don't know that much more, apart from the fact that the baby's, like, roaming about, and then, 12 months later, she's like, oh...
Interesting, so the gestation period of that baby was actually 3 months more than an adult.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's weird, though, isn't it?
So, was the headline, "My baby's 12 months pregnant"? What are you talking about? 12 months later, it had a... What are you talking about?
Forget it.
No, you haven't even finished the story. That what you said, and 12 months later, you didn't even finish the sentence. So what do you mean?
No, I didn't read any more into it, because I just saw that and I thought, that's weird, and then I just was thinking, oh, like, imagine the kid at school, at parents' evening.
Go on.
And it's like, well, your kid's pretty good, now let's have a look at your work, sort of thing. Don't you think that'd be weird?
But what? Did the child have a baby?
Yeah.
Of course it didn't! Play a record!
We shouldn't have gone down in the cellar. We should have just left the cellar door closed.
Oh,
but you do believe a baby had a baby?
Yeah.
On you go, on you go.
Are you still saying that didn't happen?
Yes.
Right, well, I'll find the thing again, I'll print it off and then you'll read it.
All I'm saying is there's more information that we need.
Yeah, but it always annoys me that when I do get the information, you'll go, yeah, but its name's Sally, you didn't say that, and make out...
No.
As if...
No, don't make it look like we're over-inquisitive or over-cynical. You come out with the most abominable things man has ever uttered, and you expect us to accept them. Usually headlines, usually illogical, not just probably wrong. So, fleas are born pregnant.
Are they?
Interesting.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. See?
On we go.
So see, that's true, and you're not impressed, because it doesn't involve a little werewolf child. Or half man, half shark. You're just not, it's not good enough for you.
No, but if I read the first line of something, and it's not that interesting, I go, next, right, and I move on. Now, when I saw a woman had a baby, and it had a baby,
but you still didn't read on.
No, but... alright, I didn't read on, but it got me thinking. Like I said, you wonder about the parents' evening. I was thinking about, you know, is it a good thing? Because you're gonna spend more time with the kid. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of mums who have to go to work and that. She's gonna be a great mum. Grew up with her, literally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
She's gonna be a great mum!
I just wonder if, I know it sounds weird, but if
was it the you know the baby that woman had, was that a girl or a boy?
Oh, it would have been a girl, wouldn't it?
Of course it would. It'd be mental, wouldn't it, if it wasn't?
Just before all this lockdown kicked off, yeah, I saw him on, I think it was like the 10th of March or 11th of March or something. And then, here we are, 5.5 weeks on. Haven't really left the house since. But it was good. He's in his 70s now. And yet he still sounds as good as he did back then. And as smart. He's always been one of them blokes who's been able to wear a suit, you know what I mean? And he don't look awkward in it. Oh, which is something I've never been able to do. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happens to me, but do you know, like when you balance something on a cat and it doesn't like it? Do you know, you just put like a little bit of a shoelace on its head or something, it holds itself odd and it doesn't quite understand what's going on. I'm like that when I wear a suit. I just hold myself oddly. But and it's funny actually, because Suzanne's been talking to an old mate of hers who she went to uni with. That's what's been going on, hasn't it, really, during this lockdown? People coming out of the woodwork and getting in touch with you and that. I suppose it's a good thing, but I suppose people have more time on their hands to catch up with people when normally they're busy and all that. But the last time Suzanne saw her, I think, was at a wedding, like 17 years ago. And a memory of me at that wedding is I was the only bloke wearing combat pants to a wedding. So I've never been able to wear a suit. I'd rather look odd and stand out wearing something comfortable than trying to fit in and not being comfortable. It's pointless. So I thought I'd just play a couple of songs, also give you a couple of rockbusters, because it's something to kill a bit of time. I did some a couple of weeks ago. You like them? So here we go. If you remember rockbusters, I'll give you some initials and a cryptic clue. You let me know who the artist is from the clue that I give you. You don't win anything. It's just a bit of fun. So the first one, the initials are AG. That's AG. And the clue is, how would you describe Kermit? Right? I mean, you might describe Kermit in loads of different ways. What's one of the ways you might describe Kermit to someone? You know, out of the Muppet Show. So the initials AG there, right? The second one, the initial is M, and of the artist of the band. And the clue is, I might phone you, I might not. All right? I might phone you, I might not. All right? And then the last one, initials DL. DL. And the cryptic clue is the Australian asked the impressionist to do one of those people who's who's got that disease, whose arms and legs fall off. Right? Who is it? The band of the artist, the initials DL, and the cryptic clue is the Australian asked the impressionist to do one of those people with the disease whose arms and legs fall off. Right, there's a bit of working out for you to do there. Kill a bit of time, and I thought I'd play this. It's been stuck in my head. I've been whistling it for a few days, driving Suzanne up the wall. It's Judy Teen by Steve Harley. Good one. Don't know why they've got to be from Mars. I can't imagine spiders from Mars being any more weirder than spiders from Earth, to be honest. They're just odd, aren't they? How do you make them weirder? I've been going to YouTube a lot during the lockdown, and there's two things I go to if I'm not actually looking for anything, in particular. There's big waves, right? You get like fishermen, or those blokes who are shifting freight out in the North Sea, and they do videos of the waves that are outside during bad weather, and it's mental. There's like 50-foot waves, and they're just it just doesn't bother them at all. You can hear them chatting to each other, arguing over a game of cards. Meanwhile, outside there's waves, like the end of that film Deep Impact, and it just doesn't bother them. Yeah, it freaks me. It freaks me well out to know that waves are that big and are bashing about on the same planet that I'm sat on. So there's that I like looking at, and spiders, and they sort of terrify me, but at the same time I like looking at them. And I think the thing that freaks me out is the legs, because sometimes the spider can be quite big, the body, but I can pick things up like beetles and stuff like that have the same size body, but it's them legs, just big. It's the big legs which is weird, because one of the things that can make a woman sort of attractive is long legs, and it don't freak you out. I knew maybe it would if a woman had 8 legs. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Just Google the Goliath spider, will you? Look at the size of that. There's one on the internet. I think it's the first image that comes up. It's sat in a frisbee, and its feet are hanging over the edge. It's got kneecaps. Have a look at it. I mean, obviously don't. If you're one of them people who doesn't like spiders and you can't even look at them, then don't. But it is mental. Right, the other day I did some Rockbusters. I thought I'd just give you the answers. The first one, the initials were AG. The clue was, how would you... what did I say? I said what's one of the ways you'd describe Kermit, right? How does Kermit look? He's green, isn't he? He's all green. Kermit's all green. All green. Al Green. Al Green is the answer. Like I say, it's a little bit cryptic. You have to think about it. So well done if you got that one. Second one, the initial was M. The clue was, I might phone you, I might not. So what's going on there? What's another word for calling someone? Bell you, right? You might bell someone. I might bell you later. So if you might phone them, you might not. You may bell them. Mabel. That's Mabel, who's out at the minute. It's Nina Cherry's kid, that, isn't it? That's when you know you're getting old, isn't it? When pop stars you listened to as a kid have had kids and they're now pop stars. Madness. So yeah, Mabel for the second one. And then the last one was DL. The clue was the Australian asked the impressionist to do one of those people whose arms and legs fall off. So what are they called? They're called lepers, aren't they? Lepers. If you're Australian, you'd probably say lipper. So the impressionist had asked the person to do one of them people, so they're asking them to do a lipper. Do a lipper. Do a lipper. A few of you got that. No problems. So well done. Something to do, wasn't it? And might do some more, especially if this lockdown carries on. So well done. Time for another tune. Thought I'd play this. It's quite apt for what's going on. Bit of John Lennon, a song called Isolation.
My mobile phone, I was chatting away to someone, and what can only be described as a prostitute.
Go on.
Stood on the street corner.
Was she a woman that gives you sex for money?
Yes.
That is a prostitute.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Go on.
And as I was walking by, she said, "Do you want to buy sex?" Now,
you sure it wasn't a market trader giving 6 plums or
no, it was definitely...
6 for a quid?
No, it was definitely a prostitute.
Yeah.
And what annoyed me about it, what I wanted to pick her up on something, was the fact that I was on my mobile phone. It's like, can you imagine? Who would what, am I gonna hang up? Sorry, Mum, can I call you back? You say you want me to meet more women.
And you know you sent me that 30 quid
exactly.
for my birthday.
yeah. Sorry, Mr. Johnson, I'm really excited about the job. Can I call you back? I'm just going to negotiate with a whore. And it was just sort of, you could tell that she was clearly probably desperate for crack or a latest fix of smack. So she was literally, the normal etiquette of prostitution, you know, that they hang around, they show some thigh. I've seen this in films.
Will ya?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Take you out for a meal, that sort of thing. That had sort of gone out of the window, and she was just there, desperate, running around the streets.
Did she go out of a window? Because that's another thing, they sometimes do specialist ones.
But I was shocked, because I've never been, propositioned before, like that.
Really?
In London.
That's weird, isn't it? Karl, thoughts?
I think you'd be sort of approached a lot, because they tend to sort of go for people who look like they haven't got much chance.
Sure.
And I'm not being mean.
No.
What do you mean? Sorry, I'll let you go back to it. In what way aren't you being mean? By saying that
Steve knows is a little bit odd looking.
I don't think. Well,
no, he does. Do you know?
Yeah, no, but it's not what he thinks of his looks. It's what he thinks of you. talking about his looks on...
No, but it's like how you were talking before about, you know, your eyes are bad. It's nature's little way of saying, look, nothing to see here, right?
Don't get that!
I don't know what you mean.
But when you look in the mirror and that, they've gone, look, he hasn't got the looks, let's make his eyes bad, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, they're balancing it out, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? Now we're on the topic.
Sorry, Johnny Depp.
Now listen, but...
I'm gonna... My chest is gonna burst at this moment.
Whenever we go into this conversation, I always think to myself, Karl, do you know what you look like?
I'm gonna...
You know, seriously, can I be honest with you? You look like, you know, if you've got like a balloon, a hot air balloon, right? Just a little balloon, like a party balloon. If you drew a little face on it, right, and inflated it about halfway, that's what you look like.
Right.
No, play a record. No, I don't want to get into this. It's too intense.
Now you've got onto this. Let's just nip it in the bud now. I'll tell you something that I wasn't going to tell you because I think
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Right, it was on the tube. Right. Well, someone told me they were on the tube. Right. And the tube pulled into a station. Right. And one of the women saw the poster that's out at the moment with you and Rick on it. Right.
Yeah.
So this woman apparently goes, oh look, there's Ricky. Ricky's on the radio. Right, and the other woman goes, "Oh yeah, don't you listen to it?" So she goes, "Oh, I didn't know he was on the radio," and she goes, "Oh,
sorry, Steve.
look at,
because he didn't sound this bad."
She said, "Oh, look at that person he's with." So she goes, "Yeah." She said, "That's Steve." She said, I was sort of aware that he looked odd because Karl mentions it on the radio."
Yeah.
So it wasn't as much of a blow to me, but I can see how it was a bit of a shock to you.
Yeah.
So that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that isn't me sort of telling this woman to say anything. That was all happened without anybody else sort of bringing it on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
was it? Sorry, you seem to be relishing this. Was it because of the little balloon story that made you?
I honestly, Steve, I wouldn't have told you, but if you're going to start, you know, having a pop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't just sit here and take it and that.
No.
I mean, all mates.
Yeah, it's just,
yeah. Well, I mean, I was mistaken for Johnny Vegas. Steve's got a story about that, if you wanna have a go at me.
Well, someone just thought you were fat with a beard, which is true.
Well, don't have a go at me, because he said you look—
Well, you started it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
You were milking it. You were egging him on.
I was laughing.
You were egging him on.
I sort of was.
Yeah.
But let's not, you know.
Oh, it's a good job you got lots of good mates like Jonathan Ross you can go and hang out with. Don't need other friends, people who've helped you in your career.
Still arguing. This time about having help from your mum and dad. What do you think, Karl?
No, I don't want this to turn into some sort of wacky type thing where we're pretending we're arguing.
Yeah.
Well, we're not pretending.
We're not pretending. You are arguing.
Yeah, I know, but people will think we're messing about.
Oh,
right?
I wouldn't have thought so.
We just need to... We can talk about it later, sort it out.
Yeah. It's just that Karl's a little bit stressed.
I'm not stressed, but...
And he doesn't really understand that, you know, me and Steve have got lots of different jobs in the week. He's just got one job.
Yeah. And we sort of rely on people getting messages to us, you know, as soon as they get them, you know, and not sort of deleting them from their phone selfishly.
Yeah.
Just things like that, you know, people being on the ball. Not just thinking about themselves all the time, not just thinking about number one.
What do you think, Karl?
Whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whatever.
Don't get all maudlin again. Just having a little discussion. Yeah, this will annoy you. Guess what? Think of this, you little slaphead twat. Apparently, that's so in his arse. Right, apparently, women can get bald treatment on the National Health Service, but men can't. What do you think of that? Do you think that's fair?
Is that a fact?
It's a fact.
We should point out that Karl is, would you say balding?
Yeah.
Would that be fair?
Well, either that or a wide parting. I mean, I know what Steve's like. He is tight, right? No, he is. And you know that, don't you, Steve?
Financially, you mean?
Well, no, I mean, just the way you are. You're very sort of, you know, you're not wasteful with your money.
I'm careful. No, I'm not wasteful. Absolutely right.
No, but to the extreme.
Not towards the extreme. Not towards the extreme.
No.
Look after the pennies, the pounds will take care of themselves. Alright? Simple to remember, good advice.
Yeah,
All right.
but the thing is, right, I know that I take the mickey out of you for, like, you know, the way you look and stuff.
Sure.
Right?
Well, I'm right back at you.
But the thing is, you can't help that.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you something that women don't like.
Sure.
And it's fellas who are tight with the money.
Sure. I'm not frugal with money with ladies. I'm frugal with money with you.
Well,
I've got no reason to splash money out on you.
I've never seen you splash money out.
Well, you've never been out with me.
Steve, have you ever splashed out on a lady?
No, but I hope to one day. The right lady.
Play a record.
There's there, Manxie. Now, Carl's, like, really getting down. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on.
Got
Come
any
on.
Veras?
Oh, come on, now. Did it take you back, did it?
Yeah.
How old are you?
29.
29. So you were just going into, out of your teens?
I'm a Virgo.
No.
What?
No, no, you don't understand. It's just, I'm
Rick,
a
I
Virgo.
thought we discussed about involving Carl.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Management have told us we're just not allowed to do it.
We've had emails from
Yeah,
people.
please don't speak to Carl.
It's cruel.
Exactly.
On the cusp.
Can I just make an appeal? I don't want to.
On the cusp, the Virgo, he said. Still going through with it. Doesn't know what's going on, does he? Just wave bright objects at him.
Yeah.
Do you know why people tink the glasses before they have a drink?
Why they tink? The verb to tink.
I do know that, Carl. Is it about poison?
It is.
Here we are.
What, would it make a different noise?
Oh.
Brilliant. Go on, explain.
Why?
You
it.
explain it, Steve.
No, don't, Steve. You explain it, Carl. Come on.
Oh,
I've
you-
started, so I'll finish. Come on, Carl. Explain why they tink the glasses.
Ages ago,
Yeah.
only people with money had drinking or something.
That's like one of my film reviews. Years ago. Welcome to History Now. Now, ages ago, only people with money had drinking or something.
Keep going, Carl.
Keep going.
Like spirit and stuff. So they'd it's like businessmen with money.
It's easy for you to say. This is getting to be cruel, isn't it?
This is amazing.
Yeah, go on.
Why
Go
did
on.
you open your mouth, Carl? What were you hoping was the best that could happen?
Because you were trying to make me look stupid before with the planet, so I'm...
Whereas you know.
Yeah, go on, no, come on. Businessmen with money have got to drink and ching. Okay, so then, with all the drinks...
So they'd nip round to have a chat about whatever they're earning money with. And they'd say, right, do you want a drink then? And they'd go, oh yeah, that'd be alright. So, rather than like, just pouring it out of a bottle into a glass and saying, there you go, it could be going, hang on a minute. It could be poisoning me ear and trying to like nick my business idea.
Yeah.
So what they'd do, it'd sort of pour a bit of his drink into the other person's glass and you get that tink noise. And that's like cheers, you know.
No.
Here's one for you.
Go on.
Like insect facts and stuff.
Go on.
If a man was a flea...
You could jump over St Paul's Cathedral.
No.
What?
Wrong. It's gone up now. It's... the big wheel. The big wheel.
It's the Millennium Wheel.
Now. It's gone up now. Play a record. You're the best. Go on then.
It was on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I was watching... you see, the problem is I didn't get the full story, so you could pick holes out of it.
Sure.
But I was
Unlike your usual investigations into the supernatural.
Which are
It
thorough.
was called... Can I just say what the programme was called?
Mr. Exorcist.
Oh, brilliant.
So...
Sounds like an academic work to me.
The bit that I caught, I just flicked it over, sort of seeing what's on the telly, and I thought, oh, Exorcist, I've seen it, but there's nothing else, and I watch it, and then I realised it wasn't the same thing. I thought, oh, I'll have a bit of this. And there was an old woman and a daughter, and as far as I was aware, the bit I picked up on, they were saying, oh, you know, it's dreadful, and unless you've been through it, you know, you've had ghosts in your house and that, you really don't know what it's like.
Yeah, sure.
And the main thing that seemed to be getting them down was the fact that the budgie was getting stressed.
The budgie was getting stressed.
Because animals can sense the other side, can't
Oh, okay. Can they?
they? Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And how was that manifesting itself? You didn't know. What was the budgie doing?
I think it just wasn't happy.
Right. Did it explain that to people, or how did it express that?
Budgies are known for being chirpy, aren't they?
I see, and it
And
wasn't chirpy.
It normally swings on its little perch and that. And
Just depressed because it was
Right.
possessed.
It was just sat around in its pyjamas.
so
No. Come on,
So-
Steve.
so-
Come on, Steve. You're making this a mockery. So the budgie was depressed because he could sense the ghost.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then this
Yeah.
guy, this Mr. Exorcist came round.
Was that his name?
Yeah,
Was he a priest or something?
yeah, he might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I picked
Did
up
he
at the
have
end.
like a black coat with a little white collar? That's usually the.
He had his coat on, so you couldn't tell.
No, sure. Okay.
But so he came round and he sort of did his thing, and then
was
the
he trying?
next shot,
Was he trying to exorcise the budgie?
No,
the
house.
ghost.
Right.
The house,
So it
yeah.
wasn't that the budgie had a
It was
demon or
clearing the
anything.
house
No.
out.
Okay.
No, this
So-
wasn't a possession, was it? This was a straightforward. It wasn't a poltergeist or anything. It was just a.
It was a haunted house.
Yeah, but
Sure.
that's the thing he was saying. He was saying you can have like your ghouls and that aren't that bad, that aren't going to cause you any problems.
Yeah,
But obviously the budgie, they've got weak hearts and that, haven't they? and
Sure.
I
So
don't know.
he go on. So
so anyway, basically he sorted it out, did whatever he did, and the next shot you see is like the budgie making a noise and swinging
It's
the
happy
dice
again.
over the moon again, and the old woman was like happy because she was.
she couldn't believe her luck.
stressed.
Yeah.
And that's
The priest didn't come in and go, well, you should feed that bird. Give it a bit of millet. It was happy. It goes, right,
No,
see you
it's-
later. No. It was a... So it's-
budgies are... my mum's got a budgie, and they're fairly happy all the time, aren't they? So it's got to be something fairly odd.
You never see a budgie sitting down going, I feel like topping myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, though?
No.
Do you know
no.
you can have, like, a moody dog? You can see a dog when it's unhappy if it's walking down the street.
You can have a moody canary, can't you? And what they do is they often tell the police what you've been doing. They're known for that. Yeah.
So
basically...
So that for you is proof that the supernatural exists. A bird in a cage got a little bit annoyed, wasn't chirping as much as it normally did. Who knows why? There could have been a little draft up its, and
Cloaca.
exactly.
That's
Anyway,
a medical term.
Anyway, a man came in and did whatever he did.
Yeah.
And used your friend.
Mr. Exorcist, though, Steve.
Yeah.
This wasn't any bloke off the street. This was Mr. Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And for you, that's the proof that there's.
Just because, like, if it was a person, you go, they're playing up for the camera.
yeah,
you know,
a budgie could possibly act like that, Steve.
Yeah, I see what you mean. You're saying a budgie would not be trying to. It wouldn't be trying to become famous. or
No,
trying to get
not
on the telly.
not like Lassie.
No, sure.
It was
sure.
basically a show off.
Yeah, or Champion the Wonder Horse.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think
I've changed my tune, Rick. I don't know about you.
I have, and I think we should play a record.
I'd love to get Mr. Exorcist in.
We proved the supernatural. We were wrong about that.
Well, just one other question. Was there anything else in this woman's house that led her to believe that there were ghosts, or was it just the fact that, Tweety or whatever his name wasn't chirping?
You see, this is the problem. I was watching UK Style. I was watching something on that.
What were you watching on that?
It was, it's not changing rooms. It's like that, but cheaper.
Quite seriously, right? You might be the most interesting man in the world. I'm fascinated by it. I'd like to follow you. I'd like to have a hidden camera on you. I can ask you any question. I'd like to have you in a cupboard in my flat. So I just think about it. I wonder what Karl thinks of that. And I'd just throw some at you, and you'd, you know what I mean?
It's weird, because that's what my dad did. Just kept me in the cupboard.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
I wonder what Karl would
You're
think
never
about
stuck
this.
for a conversation point if Carl's around. That's
No,
what's genius about
he's
it.
always got an opinion. He's got an opinion about everything.
Yeah.
It's
But I love the fact he was watching UK Style without a shadow of irony.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No,
It's
that's,
just
that's,
like-
no, that's what I like about him.
Exactly, that's what's
I wouldn't
brilliant.
like it if he was trying to be
No, he's not.
kitsch
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I like it because he's down the line, straightforward, no nonsense.
Yeah.
This is what I like. You know what I mean? He's going to be sort of like Jeffrey Boycott, Dickie Bird when he's about like 60 or 70. He's going to get on a bus and go to the driver somewhere. You need an haircut. You look like a scruffy get. You know what I mean? He's going to be a great old bloke that
Genius.
he doesn't get chinned in the pub.
Yeah.
Right? People protect him, because he's like 70 or something. But it's great. You're looking forward. You're actually in that nod. That nod went. I can't wait to be 70.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Can I make a suggestion that we just get people, they can email in just questions or comments they'd like to hear from Karl. Maybe they just want to know his opinion on the Afghanistan situation.
Yeah, like
or
like
last night's Coronation Street, whatever.
Yeah, like they do it. In the NME or imagine that coming up to the election, they go, Billy says Labour. Oh,
Yeah.
Karl.
And then the Sun has White Van Man. Each day
right.
they interview a guy who drives a white van, see his opinions on various topics. Karl is very much our white man van. White man van.
Yeah.
So any query you have,
I think most of our listeners are.
any
to be honest.
opinion that you would like to hear voiced from the K-Man, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk, or you can phone in. I forget what the number is.
And until Labradors actually are allowed on the Queen's Highway,
Exactly.
I don't think we'll see many blind people driving
I
cars.
might be wrong.
You might be, mightn't you? Oh, we hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you might be wrong.
Could well be
Well,
wrong.
there's a start.
So, what have you been doing this week, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you what, at the beginning of the week I was incredibly annoyed by Karl.
Why?
No, because I remember you had a little discussion with Karl a while back saying that, you thought he was lazy at times.
Yeah.
And, you know, you had various criticisms of his work.
Yeah.
And I got a call from him. He said, oh yeah, I should have told you, I had a phone call. Someone said that they were trying to get hold of Steve Merchant to offer him some lucrative voiceover work. Now, you know...
That is money for old rope.
It's money for old rope.
That's you're in there for about 20 minutes and it's thousands of pounds.
If there are children listening who are still at school, they should definitely, when the careers guy says, what do you want to do? Try and get voiceover work. Just become a voiceover artist. It's money for old rope.
Yeah.
So I can't believe my luck, because, you know, I love money for old rope.
Yeah.
And, I said, well, what's the information? He said, I don't know. I deleted the message. It was on his answer, and he deleted the message. I said, right, when did the message come? He said, last week. So he took a week to tell me that he had deleted the message.
Why, just because it wasn't for you?
I mean, I don't know how selfish that is, Karl.
No, what happened is, right, I got back off holiday. I was at home.
Yeah.
So I called up my voicemail, right, because I can do that.
Yeah.
Remote access, right, because I've got to know what's going on at work.
Of course.
Called in, it was still my day off, I was going through the messages.
Yes.
Heard one from some company saying, we're after Steve Merchant.
Yeah.
We want him to do some voiceover work.
Yeah.
Right? I can't remember the name of it, but
thanks.
I thought, right, I'll remember to tell Steve.
A week later.
It doesn't matter, does it? You still got the message, and they
what message?
Yeah, but voiceovers have to be done in the next couple of days.
I didn't get the message. All I got was, there was a company, I don't remember the name, and they phoned you, they wanted voiceover work. How does that help me? There are hundreds of thousands of media companies. You didn't take down a number, you didn't take down a name, nothing.
I was more puzzled why they'd want you to voice anything.
He's having a go!
I don't know what.
I don't
but listen to that voice.
You must be annoyed. You must be annoyed.
I mean, talk about rubbing salt into the wound.
No, but listen to you.
Oh! God. I don't know how you think, I don't know how your mind works.
Well, I was thinking there must be a tractor sale on somewhere.
What do I care? No, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The worm has turned.
I don't care if they want me to advertise, you know, the latest designs in pirate fashion wear. I will do a voiceover because it's money for old rope. I don't care what you think of my voice. Someone was interested. They were offering me money. And you decided arbitrarily, oh, they probably wouldn't want it. They probably made a mistake. They wouldn't like the way he talks anyway. I'll delete the message.
No, the thing is, right, I get paid.
Being a girl?
I get paid to sit here on a Saturday, right? Play CDs and that, help out with the show, get you decent prizes. I think I do me bit.
Sure.
Right? It isn't about running your voiceover work.
So hang on, so Karl, let me just get this right. If someone was ever to phone me, right, trying to get in touch with you, to offer you work, you'd want me to just ignore the message. That is what you're saying to me. You'd prefer that I deleted the message, I ignored it altogether. That's what you'd want for me to do. That's what you'd want me to do.
What, someone's calling you for some
Someone's phoned me, they say, oh, I can't, I don't know, I'm a friend of a friend, I've got your number, Steve, I would love to use Karl Pilkington for an exciting sex
scene. So has it happened?
Well, I'm saying in the future, if it was to occur, do you want me to just ignore it? Is that what you prefer me to do?
Well, it's not like that, though. I did tell you, I told you the message.
You didn't what? You told me a week later with none of the information I needed.
Karl, that doctor called last week, that kidney's ready for that, little girl that you were doing that sponsored walk for. I forgot to tell you. Oh. I hope it's still alright, they keep it on ice, don't they?
We've actually had people emailing in saying, this is the worst Rockbusters ever, because it was too easy, it was boring.
Oh.
This is just, don't shoot the messenger.
Oh,
Other people saying, it really has run its course. Some people genuinely agree with Ricky.
Oh, Karl, this must hurt, mate.
Stinging attacks on you. Some people just slagging you off generally, saying that you whinge all the time.
Looks like Steve was right when he, sort of like poo-poos your ideas.
So...
When he wheezes on your bonfire.
Someone else, I swear to God, someone else emailed in and said, don't bother sending me the prizes, take them to a charity shop, or pawn them, give me the money, I'd rather have it. So I don't know what to say, Karl, I just wonder if it really has run its course now.
Alright, well, we'll see what you come up with next week, then. Let's see what you do, let's see what you come in with.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
About 5 to 1. I'm guessing you'll be popping in with another hip-hop track full of effing and jeffing.
Well, I won't bring it into you, I'll do it myself at home, because obviously that makes it easier.
Oh, dear.
Obviously you can't cope.
Oh, dear.
Are you actually going to be here next week, or are you still going to be in Cornwall?
No, you see, there again, I'll be back in time. And in the week, when I go to, you know, Cornwall, see the Monkey World.
Yeah, you're 2 days past the Monkey World.
That still work.
Yeah.
Still work? What
you're going to interview some of the monkeys? Get some stories?
I love that. You were going, could a monkey live without bones? And so I'm going, Karl, shut the please, just look at the monkeys and eat your ice cream. This is what the phone
message he left me Wednesday on my mobile, but I just is chatting about certain things that are going on at the moment. What he does need to know. Duncan, who he mentions, is my agent, and you know you'll understand a few other things. But this is the sort of message I get from Karl, right? Whinger.
Old messages.
Alright. 12:10, Wednesday. Just getting loads of people calling me all the time about shit. Yesterday, DVD's signing for BBC London. I don't work there, but I've been dragged into that. I've got a woman on, leaving a message from Talk PR, going on about, do you want to go and see Pop Idol again? Right? They're just saying, you and some listeners can go. So I'm sure you'll love that. I've got Jim Benner wanting you to introduce the tin buckets at the Astoria. So can you just like let Duncan know that I'm doing his job whilst he's sat on his arse with his thumb firmly up his arse? Can you let him know that I'm running around like a here sorting shit out for you? Alright, see you later.
Message left
So,
at 12.
do you know what I mean?
I know, but that's the kind of phone message he's leaving. Do you remember who he was before you...
But he's even annoyed that he gets a phone call. I remember he got a phone call for you to do a voiceover and didn't pass it on. You missed a voiceover. That was thousands of pounds.
No, I did pass it on though, I told you.
You said someone had phoned.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
But who's that?
Well, she didn't say, and I didn't ask. But
Of course she said.
She didn't say.
Rubbish.
So you didn't take the number down? Just when she went, oh, can you tell Steve to call me? And you went, yeah.
Yeah, well, I just thought you'd know her already. I should have known. It was a woman, so I should have known.
He's having a go, you see?
Unbelievable. I don't know how it's come back on me. You're the one who was picking on it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying. I'm defending. Why is he having a go at you?
He never picks on Ricky because he knows you are his bread and butter. Seriously, do you know what I mean? The only reason he's got Mondays off is because you're still doing this show.
Yeah.
That's why he's scared of you. That's why he's like, he has a go at you on the phone, but he always picks on me because he knows, you know, I'm a pushover, I'm a nice guy. He's scared of you. I can't believe, I don't know how it works.
Is that true?
Steve, I'm always sorting you out. I look after you. Sorted you out with tickets, I sorted you out with lager
I got you today, why are you picking on me?
What do you mean you're sorting out tickets and lager? What's this?
Right, whenever you want tickets.
Yeah, sorry,
I don't want to use this as, like, moaning time and that, because I don't like to moan, I'm busy and that, right? I've sorted you out tickets for gigs.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, somebody doesn't even turn up to.
Yeah, we won't even go on about that.
Yeah.
Right? Lager.
He got sorting out the Cure, he complained it was boring.
Yeah. There was that big drum of lager that you had, and you said, oh, put that in your room for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to carry it home. Right?
Lazy.
So I said, alright, then I'll put it in my room. It goes missing, it gets nicked. Then you have a go at me because it got nicked.
Yeah.
I get you another one. You make me carry it around town for you for half an hour, then you say, oh, I can't be bothered taking it home. Can you take it back to work for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, interestingly, this is like a year ago, so it's obviously, it's still pressing on you,
Oh,
is
hang
it?
on, and I forgot the one when we had an argument over 50p. When we went out for a coffee.
You didn't want to give me 50p back that you owed me.
That was the same day you'd given him about 40 quid worth of lager.
But, see, this is my problem, this was my point at the time. It's not the 50p in terms of money is not what's important. The fact that you think you don't have to give me money back because it's only 50p, that was the point at stake. It's me who makes a decision, oh, don't worry about the 50p, not you, it's only 50p, I'm not gonna give it to you. Do you know what I mean? There's gotta be rules, otherwise it's chaos, Karl. Come on, mate. Alright?
I don't want to fall out about
No,
it.
it's not alright. Shall we kiss and make up? Do you want that? Do you want to do
It's
that?
alright.
Yeah. Well, should we play a little record and come back to this, because...
I can't believe it started with you slagging him off, Rick, and I've ended up
I know.
as the monster.
I know.
Bit of R.E.M.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
What do you make of the, what do you make of the first genetically modified baby?
Oh.
Are you worried about this?
Do you know what did they do? What?
Let me see what it says here. It
Well,
says,
isn't it just choosing the, you know, eye colour?
Well, this is the concern, isn't it? That in the future you'll be able to decide whether it's a boy or a girl, how intelligent it is, what it looks like, is it handsome, is it ugly? Obviously, no one will choose an ugly baby, and so on and so on and so on. And so it means that where will it lead? Where will it end, Karl? Are you concerned?
I've thought about this a lot.
What will us three look like in the future if they're being, you know, genetically modified beautiful people? What will we be like? How will we be considered in society?
True, yeah. But we've talked about this before, haven't we? About the cloning thing.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't think it matters, because at the end of the day, right, you might look like some other kid, but it's the way you're brought up that will change your features and the way you are, you know, your personality.
If you lie, you get a long nose, don't you?
Well, no, but listen, right, because I remember when we, you know, I was growing up on this estate.
This is gonna be good. Go on.
No, it's not. It's just an example of how this doesn't work.
Go on.
So we don't need to worry, sort of thing.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm growing up on this estate, and there was this woman about 4 houses down, right, who's a bit rough. Alright?
Didn't fancy her.
Oh, God, no. Right, but she had a
Why?
baby.
Well, tell me about her first. I'm interested in this woman. Why was she?
It was a very...
So like being a man in a dress.
I mean, I didn't grow up in a posh house or anything, and I'm not saying that if you live in a bit of a rough house, you're a bad person.
What did she look like?
But anyone can
Tattoos?
clean up.
Looked like Tony Green with a fag on.
They didn't clean up much, right?
Oh.
Which, even if you've not got a lot of money, you can still try and make a place look nice.
Yeah.
Right? But she didn't, and a kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry.
Whoa,
Yeah. Whoa, Neddy. What do you mean a kid used to take a horse into the house? Where did he get a horse?
Must have nicked it from somewhere. Must have done.
You've seen a horse in it? No.
What, is that from outside the saloon round the corner?
Yeah, was it just tied up with a bit of...
Right?
Oh, that's great. Did Big Jake come looking for it?
I'd been out.
Oh. Right, so let me get this. This was before the lynching stopped or after?
Where did he get a horse from? What do you mean he must have nicked it? His mum said, where'd you get that from? I bought it. Alright then. But keep it out of the kitchen.
I don't want you going Catlin rustling.
Where did he get a horse from, Carl? And how long did he have it for? Was he leading it or riding it? Mum, open the door, I can't stop!
I can't stop it! Open the patio door as well,
Looks like we got us a runaway! What do you mean?
I don't know, but the thing is they couldn't afford to buy one because they're not cheap. So I'm just guessing. Maybe that's wrong of me. But I think...
He had a horse?
Yeah, right, so...
That's why the family didn't have any money, they'd spend it on the horse!
No, I don't think, that's what I'm saying, I don't think they would have bought it. So anyway...
Yeah, it's wise to whisper, Carl, in case they're listening.
Yeah, and
they could be in the room next door.
It's not buying it, it's keeping it as well. Oh,
so I was like in the car with my dad coming into the avenue, and you used to have to drive down it to turn round, and and you know, sort of go back to our house.
You had the traditional method of transport,
And the horse was in the lounge,
reading a paper,
just like walking around.
Oh God! What?
And when I was doing, I tried to earn myself some money once by flogging little flowers in plastic cups.
What? This is genius. It just keeps coming. What do you mean you're trying to flog little flowers? What do you mean?
Wait. Let's play a record. Let's play a record and come back to this. Because the story's going to just unravel and unravel. It's going to go for hours. Let's play a track,
deeper and deeper. It's like an onion, isn't it?
We've created a whole world here where there's a man living with a horse.
Just walking around the lounge.
I mean, I come from the West Country. I've never heard anything like that.
I just think of a big sort of like orange carpet and a rediffusion telly and this horse going, I'm fed up in here.
Exactly.
This is really...
I am not taking the rubbish out again.
Yeah.
We got on to genetically modified babies, but
and
somehow
then Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got on to, he was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was...
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So the mother was a right pig, apparently.
Well,
I don't know whether that's relevant.
You don't need to go that far.
But
what I'm trying to do is, like, make a picture for you so you understand.
What a picture it is. Who did she look like?
Bit of a... and no disrespect to her. Bit like Pauline Quirk.
Quirky, yeah.
Right?
Okay. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. I knew it was going to be Pauline. Did she have any tats? Did she have any tattoos?
I've never got that close to her.
Okay, alright.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her husband?
No, her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse?
Yeah, from, I don't know where, there was I think there was some stables down the road or something.
And they kept the horse in the house with them?
They kept it in the house.
Did they
didn't have it for long.
No.
So, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse in there?
No, what happened was, I was, they did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity. And they said you can do anything to raise money, and they came out with all these ideas, and I thought, that's good.
What was the charity?
Well, I don't know, I thought, forget the charity.
Yeah, that's just a good money making idea. So, you're a charity.
So, so I asked me mum for some, cause she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them? And, I'll go and buy some plastic cups. And, got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, so loads.
So did you just cut, you didn't just cut them and stick them in the soil?
Yeah, they wouldn't have survived.
Oh.
But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs, because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a bit rough. So, as I went...
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
So I got up to the door, and they opened the door, and it was one of them houses where no carpet.
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
And the horse was walking around the living room. I looked quite happy and everything, because... I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty
right?
was on. Yeah.
Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay, or in like a house with a
Central heating.
3-piece suite and a telly and that?
Telly and that!
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari.
Right? I was walking through London.
Commodore 64, rubbish.
Exactly.
Walking through London with Suzanne, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like homeless people always have dogs. And she said, "Oh, I hope she looks after it." I said, that dog is happier than most dogs.
Right.
Because people always walk past and give it a pat on the head.
Yeah.
It's with its owner all the time.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not locked up in a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You know what I
eat,
mean?
but other than that.
No, it does eat though. They're always alright. So that's what I was saying. I think this horse was doing alright for itself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not many horses have got their own house.
Exactly.
For a start, yeah.
But anyway, that's
by the by.
Yeah, so anyway, this family, who's a bit, what we were talking about, it was about cloning.
Genetically modified kids and all that stuff,
Right, now what I'm saying is, you could say, you know, right, Steve, you could have a baby, right? And Ricky could see it and say, God, I want one that looks like that.
Yeah.
Right?
It could happen, Rick.
So
come on, work with him.
So you take it to the doctors, and I don't know what they do. They inject it with something or whatever.
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
And get a little baby, and there it is. It looks the same. Now the thing is, you separate. You both go off and do your own things.
Yep.
Right. Now, you look at Stephen. You look after your baby.
Yeah.
You treat it well. You give it good food and
I'm a good dad.
all the vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
Ricky just gives it cheese. Right. So then it changes its looks. It goes a bit fat. You know, it gets tired easily, and that sort of thing. Now, when this family...
Why am I just feeding a baby cheese?
Right, this family had a horse in their house.
Yeah.
They had a little baby. And my man went round and said, "You're not going to believe this, but it's a beautiful looking baby." Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know. And the weird thing is, it was a good looking kid, but as time went on, they didn't really look after it. And I'm not saying like abusing it, but it used to run around, it used to play out till like 10 at night.
Yeah.
It used to chase cars.
Right.
It was a bit...
Did it have hooves?
Yeah, no. Chase cars!
Right.
What sort of kid chases cars? Oh, God.
No.
Was it called Rover?
The weird
Did it catch sticks?
It's Liam, it was called, right?
Right.
Now, the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, and all that, like, not eating properly and its hair was all patchy.
It's not Liam Gallagher, is it?
And chasing cars and that, and it became an ugly kid.
It's definitely Liam Gallagher.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You can clone all you like, but at the end of the day, it's how you brought up.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Whoa.
Life.
Wow.
That was a hell of a point. Oh, God.
But am I right?
You're always right.
I'm quite happy with this isolation thing. Because like I say, I wasn't joking. I don't know loads of people, and I'm happy. You know, I've got Suzanne in the house. There's always a job to do. It's been 3 weeks here now. I don't know how long you've had it, but 3 weeks, and there's still loads of jobs to do. Loads of jobs about the house, and I'm quite happy with that. Today I've done, I've been so busy, but just today I've descaled the kettle, which needed doing.
What's descaling a kettle?
Do you drink much tea over there, or is not a...
No, we do. We do.
bit.
I've just never descaled a kettle.
Well, you kind of know that your kettle needs descaling when you have a cup of tea and you can sort of see a sort of a film on top of the tea. That's when your kettle needs descaling. You just sort of put this liquid in it.
Yeah.
And it gets rid of all the hard water that's built up and sort of gone hard and clung to the kettle. And it means that it's not boiling the water that well.
Okay.
So you descale it. So that was the first job. This was about...
That would have taken 10 minutes. What are you doing for the rest of the 23
Yeah,
hours?
and how long are you going to spend talking about
that was job one. That was job one.
Oh, yeah, job
Then
one.
that got me in the mood. You've got to start off the day with a small job like that. Nothing that overfaces you. I knew that I had to put another coat of paint on a light outside. I did the first coat yesterday, so that was on my mind. I thought, I've got to do that in a bit, but I want a cup of tea first. But I saw the kettle. Thought, this needs descaling. I'll get that done. Whilst I was doing that, I looked at the toaster. Now, the toaster, when was the last time you emptied your toaster?
I did it.
Oh,
I did it yesterday because there was all crumbs and crap everywhere. There was so much.
Exactly. Well, it never ends. To be honest, when you empty it and you take it back, there's still crumbs in it. You can never get them all out. It's a job that never is actually completed. So
it's a never-ending toast.
Out into the garden. I emptied it. Loads of birds are getting some crumbs, some burnt toast, and what have you. So they're happy. I took it back in. Right. So I got that done.
Okay.
I then did my painting job that I told you about. Then I noticed on the bathroom door, the handle kept hitting a tile when I opened it. So I thought I can sort that out. I can glue a little bit of rubber to the wall so it's not hitting the, you know what I mean? So the handle doesn't hit the tile and could end up cracking the tile.
Faith, are you regretting asking this question yet?
No, I'm not. I'm into it.
Okay.
I love this.
Keep going.
I cleaned the sink in the garage. There's a sink and it had a build-up of hard water on that. I got some stuff on that to do. What else have I got to do? I got my steamer out and steamed the shower cubicle because there was some sort of mould build-up. So all I'm saying is there's loads and loads of things that you never get round to doing. And they're not massive jobs, but you've always got something else to do. But when you're stuck in the house, that's what I'm enjoying, getting the house in order.
Oh, just quickly.
Can I ask you this quickly?
Sorry,
I know you're going to let him go, but I'm dying to ask you this, Karl. I'm going to guess you're not a phone person. Like, you're not someone who welcomes phone calls or drop-ins. And are you good at texting people back?
If there's a question mark on the text, I'll answer it. If it's just I'm not into sort of just chatting because I would prefer a phone call. And if it's something important, I think you've got to talk to someone. If it's just, you can't have sort of nothing you chat on text, I don't think. That's do you want to chat, innit? And then you make the call.
Right.
But I don't do that many phone calls. I speak to my mum and dad every other day. They're all right. But not much is going on at the minute. I mean, they were telling me that they've ordered some meat from the butchers and they're bringing it round. But no one's doing anything apart from me. Descaling kettles, emptying toasters.
Promoting.
But my mum and dad got sick of hearing that 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So it's not a time for, how have you been and what have you been up to?
What star sign are you?
Mine changes. I'm on the edge.
Oh,
right.
God.
Okay.
He even makes that complicated.
Of course.
He even makes twaddle complicated.
No, I'm just. It changes depending what paper you read.
Yeah. All right. In theory,
23rd of September. So I think most of the time I'm a Virgo. I think. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you.
Write that down, listeners. 23rd of September, and come round and give him the bumps.
What I mean?
Well, according to this, I mean, I mean, you've been criticising this, Rick.
Sure.
You've been saying that there's maybe not anything in the zone.
Yeah,
well, hang on, let me just read some of the elements.
Is this going to change my mind?
Well,
Am I going to eat my words?
The typical Virgoan.
Words.
Okay. The physical appearance of the typical Virgoan.
Yeah.
High forehead.
That's not true.
Cranium may seem too big in comparison with the face. Look at Karl. Look at Karl.
But how specific is that?
Has an extremely large forehead. Has a high hairline.
That's not true, though, is it?
May be quite tall.
What are the blokes like?
Often has one foot turned in more than the other.
What? They've just described Rain Man. What is that? How can they be specific?
Well, that's why it sounds like Karl.
One foot turned in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, have they even bothered doing one for you? Because there isn't many people who...
Hang on a minute.
Let him finish, Steve.
No, I'm just saying...
Go on. What are you saying?
I sort of think I'm fairly average looking, but I'm saying, have they wasted a page in that book for whatever you are?
It started off me being dissing him and stuff, and you've been nice.
Hang on a minute. I don't think you can be a Virgoan, because it says that they are normally quick, alert and intelligent. But no, actually, I have to say, it says here, behaviour and personality traits of the Virgoan, as a child, is an excellent mimic, can learn many things in a short time. Not really true of you, is it? Rarely questions authority, but frequently questions facts. You never question facts.
Yeah, you never question authority, he's scared of authority.
Yeah. You're usually very upset if teased. That's true.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hang on a minute, though.
Yeah. Can't take a bit of stick, too much pressure. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Yeah.
Oh. What to teach a young Virgoan? Myths, fairy stories, make-believe, daydreams, and how to use imagination should all be taught to young Virgoans, so they have plenty of magical moments to remember in their adult years when they are often alone.
I'm changing my mind.
I know.
This is good stuff. This is really good stuff.
Alright, well, let's see, what are you?
Well, I don't think we should talk about that.
Yeah, let's have a look.
It says that Vergoen is, I love some of the specifics of this. Vergoen is an employer. He's excellent as the boss of a small company.
yeah. Don't get him on a Tuesday. He's probably stamp collecting then.
Yeah.
He loves a bit of haddock.
Okay, let me look at mine.
Oh, that is good though, Carl, isn't it? That is you all over. I've changed my mind. It's brilliant. It's a real science. They've really put their work in with this one.
Let me see, Sagittarius, Sarah Jones. Sagittarian is a happy, playful little clown.
Little.
Greets everyone.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Let me see, Sagittarius at home.
He's only going to read the good bits though, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
If that's it, what can it say?
Have they done yours in sort of small print because you've got special eyes?
I don't know what that insult is, Carl. What kind of an insult is that?
Well,
He's happy with that. Look at his face.
You've done me.
Oh, dear.
You went in. There was George Best, one of your footballing heroes, was there. A load of other big names. You sat there in a prime position. You came backstage with a load of other big names. Hey, you had a lovely bit of grub.
You were filming this thing for the DVD we're making. That's you, a cameraman on our DVD. And yet you think, oh, and now you look grumpy because you had a couple of pints and oh, I can't believe it.
So tell us why you didn't enjoy it, because the ceremony, what didn't you enjoy about that? It was interminable, wasn't it?
Far too long.
Wasn't it awful?
3
boring.
hours.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say something.
Really?
Sorry.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose for you two, at least, you know, you were going to get something.
Sure.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like, I mean, I've never graduated or anything, so.
Have you not?
I'm trying to think of a situation. Basically, I sat there for 3 hours knowing that I'm not going to get anything out of the night.
Yeah.
Right? Now.
Sorry, when we invited you and you said yes, did you think you were up for an award?
No. I thought we were going to be sat round tables, having a nice bit of food, whilst people are going up there winning awards.
Yeah.
But 3 hours of the same thing over and over again. I mean, if a film's 3 hours in the cinema, you go, well, it's long, but, you know, I wonder how it's going to end.
Yeah.
But this was just like the same thing over and over again. Some guy going up, thanks a lot, cheers for the bit of brass. And then going down, sitting down, the same thing over and over again. I wouldn't, honestly, right, I'd say it was one of the worst things I've ever had to do. No, I enjoyed the night afterwards when we did have a bit of lamb and a nice bit of veg and that. That was alright, and I went home and I was happy, and I got the little freebie bag that you're talking about that we're giving away.
Yeah.
Which wasn't much good stuff in it.
Oh, alright.
Christ.
No,
What would you have done on that Saturday night?
Suzanne
What
said
would you have done or the Sunday night rather, what would you have done had you been at home?
I would have stayed in with Suzanne, right, watching telly, having a nice bit of pate on toast or something, cup of tea, watching 24, but instead, I had to buy an expensive suit so I didn't show you up, right?
Yeah. And what did you spend on your suit?
Well, in total, right, because, you know, the shoes and the suit and the shirt and the tie, it was about 600 quid.
That's the most expensive evening ever.
And that's what I'm saying to you. And the daft thing is, it's dark in there. I don't know why you've got to wear a nice suit.
You can't wear a tracksuit, for goodness sake.
It's dark in there.
No, just the shirt and that. It doesn't make you a better person wearing a suit.
No, doesn't make you a better person, no.
We're not claiming it made you a better person.
No, but that annoyed me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an experience, innit? That's why I went, because you think, if I didn't go, if I would have said to you when you invited me, no, Steve, I don't want to go, then I would have never known, right?
Yeah.
And that's my sort of thing in life, right?
Yeah.
If something comes up, you should take it, even if you're not going to like it. It's a bit of an experience.
Right.
Do you know what he said to me? I phoned him up because we had to meet up, and obviously he had to pose as my gay lover.
Yeah.
To get in, right?
Yeah.
He phoned me, you said something to me like, I bought a suit, I'm looking good. He said, I'm looking good. People will think, how on earth did he end up with that good-looking guy?
So he got into the role.
That was what he said to me.
He started getting into it.
Such an insult.
Play a record.
Do you know when I left the pub in a bit of a mood, because I was just fed up with not getting anything done?
Yeah.
Walking down the road, I was thinking, how can I get out of this? How can I stop having to work with them? I'm thinking, I wonder if I leave, I wonder if they'll be funny and they'll go, and then my boss will be giving me stick. And thinking, how much notice have I got to give out? And all this is going through my mind. I'm walking home and I got in, said to Suzanne, I'm sick of it. She's going, you need to do it when I get a new kitchen. And I was like, yeah, but how big does the kitchen need to be? I was saying, do we need a big kitchen? Can we get a small one? Have we got enough for a small kitchen? Do we need so many cupboards? Can we just have wood instead of steel? All this trying to get out of doing this.
Yeah. It's always, I always feel like, you know, because I like to think that I'm not perhaps as bad as him.
Yeah,
You
no.
annoy me in different ways.
Like what? How does he annoy you?
Well, stuff that, you know, I come up with ideas, say Cheap as Chimps.
Yeah.
Rockbusters springs to mind.
Yeah.
15
like
Taiwan.
15 Taiwan. Let's just remind people what 15 Taiwan was.
It was a little feature that I wanted to give a run, you know, give it a little run, see if people like it.
The premise being?
No, there's no premise, it's just a title.
No, we were going to get 15 sort of ornaments, you'd explain them, and then people would call up and say, that one's from Taiwan.
See? Carl, you just explained why I didn't think that was a good idea. By explaining the good bit.
No, but the funny thing is, Steve, right, I was walking down Regent Street on Monday, walked past one of these big stores, right, and they've got all famous quotes on the windows, right, and one of them was something like, an absurd idea is often a great idea.
Yeah.
Do you know who said that?
Go on.
Einstein.
Yes.
Which made me wonder, if you were his mate, would he ever have done E = MC squared? Or would you have said, don't bother with that, it's not going to work? Because that's all you seem to do, everything I come up with, you put down.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing, he's negative, right, I don't know why, I don't know why he is. What else?
He messes me about, I get him concert tickets for stuff, and you say, oh, I didn't bother going.
Yeah.
That is annoying.
You come in, you know, 5 minutes to go with tracks that need editing.
Yeah. The little bag, that bag that was free.
Yeah, you got a free bag today, an XFM little rucksack thing.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, what's this rubbish? Ricky said, I'll have it, they're great. You said, no, I want it.
Yeah.
Well, it was free, I need it. I'll give that as a gift or something.
So, I mean, I think on reflection, Steve is probably a little bit more annoying than me.
I won't go that far. You are annoying. If I had to go away for a week somewhere, if it was a quiet place...
Well, you are again, aren't you? That's 2 orders you had this week, this year, I mean.
If it was a busy place, I'd probably go with you, because people, do you know what I mean, staring at me all the time and that if I'm walking around with Steve. No, I'm just...
So just go back to insults briefly.
Go on,
you know,
Goofy.
saying...
Oh no, see that's
Goofy. That's not fair.
No, because that's what he said. It's in my head.
What do you mean he said?
No,
when did he say that?
No, I mean.
When did you call me Goofy?
No, he didn't. He said about what's in my head.
Hey,
no, when it's
come on,
come off it. Don't
What? Who's
start
calling me
like-
Goofy?
No.
I'm not even Goofy. Goggle-eyed's fair enough.
Yeah, but you can sort your
Lanky.
look out, I can't.
What do you mean I can? How can I sort my look out? I'm not even Goofy. That's not fair.
You've got the proper features.
What?
Just needs sorting out a bit. I can't help it if my hair's not good.
Who do you think's cooler to look at, Steve or the Chemical Brothers?
Steve.
Definitely, yes. You're absolutely right, Carl, and that's the first sensible thing you've said for a long time.
If I was to work with Steve on some music,
Yeah.
if I had the choice, I think Steve would look better on a album cover.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you change him at all? What would you do with his image?
I'd put him in the distance, so
I can't believe this is...
No, just so you don't look as tall, that's doing you a favour.
You know, I was on the... This is true, I was on the tube, right, coming in to meet Gervais the other day, and I was wearing a suit, and my mobile phone slipped out of my pocket, and it landed on the seat, and I didn't realise this, and as I was about to get off, some bloke who was sat there like an old guy, he picked up the phone, he went, "Oi! Lanky, you dropped your mobile phone." And I was like, well, I thank you for pointing out I dropped my phone, but did you have to do the Lanky?
But you knew who he meant. I bet you turned round straight away. It worked.
Knew he meant,
Yeah,
Steve.
but-
He's done you again.
But I was the only person stood up, it was a fairly empty train.
Was there any other lanky people there?
No, well then.
Not glamorous then.
Oh, honest to God, it really isn't. But I remember I met Michael Palin once because he had a book out at the same time as me, and we were chatting about it. And he said, "Oh, you don't like it, do you?" And I moaned about certain things. He went, "I know." He said, "I feel the same way about it, but people won't understand. So you're better off not moaning about it because people will go, you're really lucky. You could be working, you know, in a pit or whatever."
Well, you did something quite similar to that. You ended up being in a huge suit, working in a sewage pipe for this book.
Oh yeah, in one of them. Yeah, in the program. Yeah, it was the waste episode, and it's in Mexico where all the drains are open. So soon as you land in sort of Mexico City, that's one of the things that hits you first: the noise and the smell, because all the sewers are open, and it's a fella's job to go into the drains and unclog them of all sorts of, I mean, everything you can imagine. He goes down there and has to unblock it. If it weren't for him, the city would just be flooded with gunge. It's proper, you know. It's not just messing about. I'm looking at topics that it is a big problem, isn't it? Waste. I mean, what do you do with it all? We're creating loads and loads. How often do you empty your recycling bin?
All the time.
And where's it all go? You see, you forget about it, don't you? Once you've put it in that bin, not my problem anymore. And it was just looking at those things and the rubbish that annoys me. You know, things, I know we need some of it, but there's certain things that annoy me, like, you know, party poppers, stuff like that makes a mess, and you go, what was that for? Why have we just made that mess? It sort of takes longer to get the vac out and vac up than it does for that moment of pleasure of just pulling that thing. So it was looking at waste like that as well, the waste that's unnecessary. I mean, I'm not going to pretend here, when I set off on these journeys, I'm not a Paxman. I know I'm not going to solve the world's problems or anything, but one that I'm looking forward to. I think the one I looked forward to the most, and it's probably did turn out to be my favourite trip, was looking at identity, my identity and stuff, because it's something I've never really thought about. I don't, you know, you see celebrities on Who Do You Think You Are, and they find out they had a great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddad who sort of hurt his leg once, and they start crying. And I just think, you didn't know him 5 minutes ago, and you're bawling your eyes out. What's wrong with you? And I could never understand that, because the only people I link myself to, really, are my mum and dad. Anyone past that, it's a bit different time, and I've never thought about my past, the family tree. You know, I don't even talk to people who are alive and are linked to me, so I don't really want to know about people from years ago. So that was my attitude going into it. But then the things we looked at, it was just interesting.
Dressing up as a woman was one of them.
Dressing up as a woman was in there, yeah. It was a man in Newport Beach in, that's West Coast America. And his name's Rob. Brilliant bloke. If there's one thing that I like about all this, sometimes you meet people who you just get on with and have a nice day out. And he's into dressing up as a woman, but not just like, you know, bra and knickers and that. He's got a full bodysuit, rubber suit, so you feel, you know, when you feel your body, you feel in the body of a woman. And he got me one of them suits and put it on, and it was a weird day. Do you know when you find yourself in a situation, you go, I never thought this was going to be happening in my life. I used to work as a printer, and I'm here now putting on false breasts and a wig and, you know, a skirt, and I had a really good day.
Why did you have a really good day?
I don't know. So honestly, I don't know, because I wouldn't have thought that would have been me. But I think his enthusiasm, I think that's what I like. I like meeting people who are really into something that's a little bit weird, but they don't care. It's like they love it, they're not hurting anyone, and they don't care what people think. Because a lot of us just, you know, you do as you're told all the time, don't you? We're all living the same sort of life. You know, there's trends, everyone's copying the same way of living, and now and again you meet these people who do something a bit different, and it's what makes life interesting. So I think that rubbed off from him onto me. And yeah, it's probably one of the best things about the job.
Because I think a lot of people are sick of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Everyone's a bit sort of...
Everybody's a bit down. We need... And actually sometimes...
No, I think it is. I think it's news.
Do you?
I'm trying to cut news out.
Right. That might be quite drastic. Do we not need news?
Well, but how much? How much should you have? When I was growing up, it was just like 6:45 news.
Yeah.
But now we're bombarded by it, and I wonder if we're getting too much.
I think you're right, because we're getting an awful lot of news and we're not getting an awful lot of analysis.
No.
We get constant
information. Well, they say the more you know you don't know.
That's very true.
And it gets you down. It's like, you know, like years ago with smoking. When it first came out, doctors said, you want to smoke?
Aye, doctors and
It's good for you.
Yeah.
And I think in years to come, people will be saying, we all went wrong and there was too much news. We all went a bit mad with it.
Too much news.
So cut out the news, watch sick of it.
Cut out the news and it'll be fine. Do you worry about things like coronavirus? Do you get sort of like, or is that too big? Is it me small things that annoy you?
Yeah, it's little niggly things. I think that's out of your hands a bit, isn't it? Or it's in your hands.
Yeah, I know. That's why we have to
wash your hands.
We do.
But yeah, I try not to worry about the big stuff. I don't think you can. Otherwise, you'd never leave the house.
No, that's very true. And life is hard, and we all just have to get on with it, I think, as best we can.
Do.
Now, look, what about Ricky Gervais? This is a quote, if people don't know it. He said, this is Ricky Gervais saying this, not me. Received wisdom says there's a fine line between a genius and an idiot. Not true. Carol's an idiot, plain and simple, very simple. Some people have proclaimed him a genius, but they're idiots. Now, Ricky and you, would you get back together again, like a sort of boy band? You know, the way that they do.
Yeah, but is that a good? Is a boy band getting back together a good idea?
Well,
ever?
take that was a good idea, don't you think? Take
Right.
that, maybe. No, okay, we're going to fight.
I just think you've got to leave things.
Right.
They were good.
They had their time.
People liked them at the time. You
Okay.
bring them back. It's never as good.
Right.
I think people like the idea of going back to something they liked when they were younger.
Sure.
I mean, we stopped doing the podcasts about... Well, Idiot Abroad was 10 years ago.
Was it really?
10 years ago.
Wow.
And people are still going on about it.
I know, but that's because people loved it.
Yeah, but I wonder if it came back now, if people wouldn't like it, because, you know, things have changed, haven't they, with, sensibilities and that.
No, that's true. Oh,
Probably
gosh.
offend everyone.
There you are.
I mean, yeah, does anyone want to see that again?
I don't know. I think they might.
There's me
And
there.
there's you. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Things do change. And so if after that, you kind of almost retired a little bit, but then you got a bit bored.
I had a go at retirement.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I think I did 5. In fact, last time I was on here, I said to you, I've had enough.
I know, I remember.
Knocking it on the head.
You
Can't
said,
be
that's
doing with it.
I'm out of here.
But it's hard.
Is it?
Everybody sort of has that dream of retirement. You know, that's what everyone's aiming at, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to work anymore.
Yeah.
But take that out of your life and you just... What's the point in getting up in the morning?
So you get a bit bored then?
Got really bored, was driving the girlfriend up the wall, I was taking things apart that didn't need taking apart,
Right.
letting things annoy me. Do you know how you get chicken fat in between the doors in an oven?
Yes.
Things like that bothered me. It was my main aim to I've got to get rid of that, which isn't healthy. So you've got to have something to worry
get
about.
up for.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, things and things that you can do something about. What makes you happy? Like if I was to say to you, today I could do something for you that would make you happy, what would it be?
Getting my name right.
That's
no,
true.
I think.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'll tell you what. I'm looking forward to getting home. At the moment, it's been a wet winter and that, and I've got a lot of algae and moss on the.
Oh,
on the
that
driveway.
drives you mad, doesn't it?
So I'm enjoying. I started it yesterday, and I really like that. Like that thing that's really simple process, but you feel like you're doing something. At the end, you can step back and go, "I've done that.
I achieved this.
I've achieved that.
And you feel
it looks better.
Yes.
You know, I've done it.
And that's
so it's
slightly
simple
smug
things like
feeling.
that.
That's slightly sort of like you feel quite smug about that. It's like when you tidy your knicker
Other
drawer.
people pay to have it done.
This is true.
And it's like, well, I can do this.
Exactly, of course you can.
And I think that's good for your head, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It is. You're absolutely right.
Cleaning. Cleaning, yeah.
Cleaning is really good.
Yeah.
Cleaning is great. I agree with you 100%.
Have you ever thought about making the jump from writing and entertainment into power?
I'd like to see you maybe be the Manchester United boss. Imagine you're dressed for it now. You got that kind of sports look about you, Carl. Imagine you boss of Manchester
too
United.
late, isn't it? Who can go in and fix that?
I think you'd give it a good old go,
no,
wouldn't
I
it?
feel sorry for Ollie. I mean, again, get annoyed. I'm a kind of a United fan.
What would be your managerial style?
Shouting. I'd be a Fergie thing. And to be honest, that was one of my New Year resolutions that I'm going to try, because Richard, who I did this with, I always struggle in life at getting points across. I know we're just chatting here and hopefully what I'm saying is clear, but sometimes I've got a lot going on in my head and it's trying to come out quicker than I can work it out.
Right.
And when I'm trying to describe something, people sometimes just look at me like, I don't know what you're going on about. And I get frustrated and then I have to shout. If like nothing changes, I have to shout for people to understand that I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got the words or the brain to do it in a calm but clever way. Do you know what I mean?
So in football, that would be the hairdryer treatment. You'd be a hairdryer type
It
guy.
would, yeah. And I don't know if that would work in this day and age. You know, where the players who Fergie was sort of managing is different from your Pogbas and your Lingards now. Maybe shouting, they'd just go home and that'd be that. They wouldn't listen. It wouldn't work. But
You got the Tony Poulis type outfit on with the old
with a
baseball cap.
and
Very
yeah,
true.
old school.
Old school.
But yeah, the position of power thing. The other thing with me is I can have a proper rant. I do it all the time with me girlfriend. I'm like, I have a proper moan, and she's brainier than me, and she'll go, "Well, you're wrong there because X, Y, and Z," and I'll go, "Oh yeah." And that'll be that.
Right. Okay.
So I can feel like, let's fight them on the beaches.
Yes.
And then someone will sort of go, we can't, the tide's in.
Yeah.
And I'll go, all right, yeah.
Right, now, Carl, come on here. It's the time where I'm going to let a cork off. Do you want to film this, Steve? For
Yeah,
the
let me
website?
just
That'll be
take that
available on the website next week, rickygervais.com. So see Carl getting hit. One bloke suggested we leave the metal cap on because it's get a better pitch. But we'll take that. He's staying. It's dead out.
Let's get the camera ready.
Get the camera ready. Ready?
So if you just joined us, we are using some Lindauer's sparkling wine to basically, what can I say? We fire a cork at Carl's round
ready?
head.
Ready?
Hang on a sec. Let me just put the headphones on.
Alright, film this then.
Okay.
He's in position, look.
Just firing
right.
up.
Okay, Carl, come on there so we can see your head a little bit. We want to get the noise, the microphone there. Right, ready? Hold on.
Good. So you're just doing it.
Hold on. Now, it's in position. What have you... Oh. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, God, it... Oh!
Oh, it's like Jackass.
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt me?
What do you mean, did it hit you?
I sort of just...
It went off course, did it? Just glanced at it.
Right, Lindauer's, you're going to send us 8 more bottles, please. Yeah, we're going to get this right. So what did you do for New Year, incidentally?
Well, I cocked it up a bit. Right?
You're joking.
Go on,
You're joking. You're joking, mate. Go on.
I went and booked a
You
table.
got the wrong day.
No, right? Booked a table at a restaurant that was shut. Right?
What?
I booked a table at a restaurant, and the one that I called, it wasn't the one. The call had been diverted. So Suzanne said, call them up and see what they're serving, right? Because I forgot to do that when I booked the table, right?
That's great, anyway.
Because the thing is, right, it's a restaurant in Covent Garden, but they've got one in Victoria. But when they answered and they said, no, Victoria, I thought that was the person who was answering the phone. Do you know how some people say the name?
Right.
So then when I called them up and said, what
You thought he sounded a bit funny?
Right? So...
I'm confused, Carl, but probably not more.
Well,
it was no more than you would have been on the,
it was a branch of a,
Alright,
he doesn't want to give the restaurant away, so he phoned it up, there's one in Covent Garden, they answered the phone.
So it's not, the restaurant's not called No.
No, they said, no, Victoria.
Why can't we name the restaurant?
I don't know why. It's not libelous.
Are we scared that, are you scared people are going to sort of see you in there because it's your regular haunt?
No, it's just like, you got to pay for stuff, haven't you?
Right.
I mean, it's...
Okay, anyway, so you've got...
I mentioned it before New Year, but it's not...
So did you go all the way to the restaurant to find out that it was closed?
No. What happened is I called...
Was that the name of the restaurant again?
Right, the restaurant's called Christopher's. They've got one in Covent Garden, they've got one in Victoria. He phoned up, he went to book, it's a lovely restaurant, I've been there often, I recommend it to him. He phones up, says, can I have a table for new, he said, no problem, sir. Right? And then, Suzanne said, oh, you better call up, see if they've got any haddock on the, menu. And he went, hello, and they went, hello, Christopher's. Victoria went, Victoria? They went, yeah, he went, oh, no. That's it, innit?
So then, I just said, no, forget it, I'm not going all the way over there. Right. So I cancelled it, right? So, then I called up Suzanne and said, look, I've made an error. The place we were going to is shut.
Was she surprised again, or?
So we're not going, so she said, oh... try some other places, and I did. They were all booked up, right? I was fed up anyway. I hate New Year. It's always like this, isn't it? So, I said, look...
You know the common factor in all these stories? You hate Christmas, you hate birthdays, you hate New Year. It is you.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I said, I'll sort something out.
Yeah.
So I went to Tesco.
Leave it with me. Went to Tesco's, boots were shut. Got a lovely plate of condoms.
Did you just stay in and play with her birthday, her Christmas gifts?
Blowing them up. There's all I've done some balloons.
Well, it was. We did stay in. And I watched that thing that, 100 Greatest Moments, which was annoying me. Did you see, there was a nudist on it? You know how I feel about them.
Yeah.
Right? Did you see him?
Man with two knobs.
There was a man with two knobs on it, and a nudist who, just like wanders about the house.
But it said, and when he visits people, I was thinking, who lets him visit? I go,
exactly, yeah.
But he must go there with trousers on and go, hello, lovely to see you. Can I just pop all these off? Well, not really, no.
And I tell you what annoyed me the most, they had a white sofa. If you were a nudist, you get a darker one. Right? So anyway, right, so we ended up watching that. That annoyed me. And then I was tired by about 11, and I said, oh, let's go to bed. And she said, you can't. And that annoys me, the fact that, because it's New Year, you got to stay up, and it's like, well, why? Can't we just... You should bring it forward, so in case you want
to quarter to 10.
Well, you stay up, and it's like my eyes were dead heavy, and I was like, oh, I want to go to sleep. So just stay up, and then it's midnight, and you go Happy New Year, then you go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, Carl. Some people have a little party.
So it's over with anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you 86 years old?
86 on my nerves.
Do you ever enjoy... You never seem to have any fun, Carl. This is what disappoints me. This is what worries me. I feel like you're going to die.
You're here,
young,
you're here, Carl, with us two. We've got three, as I was just saying to Steve, three of the greatest comedy minds ever in one room, and Steve pointed out since the goodies.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Well, I mean,
it should be party central.
You can't... All that stuff, and it just seems everybody's a bit mental at the minute. Everyone's, like, lost, aren't they?
Everybody has a certain moment of just being lost.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think that's all right, because I think that's part of the human condition, that we're all just put their hands up and go, do you know what? I'm a bit lost, and I don't really know what to do, and it's a bit like you at the moment going, I'm dead restless. I kind of don't want to do anything, but I want to do something, but I feel like I need to do something, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
So therefore, what are we doing? Are we overthinking? I don't know. Do you think you're overthinking this, Carl? Because it seems something that's quite weighing heavy on your mind at the moment.
I'm... Well, because you get one go at life, don't you? And you want to make sure you're not wasting it. That's the thing. You know, I don't believe like you get another go and all that. You get this one go. And I was watching a video the other day on YouTube of, you know, Christopher Hitchens, is it?
Yeah.
Really brainy bloke. And I always, sometimes I just like listening to brainy people. I haven't got a clue what they're going on about sometimes, but I admire, like, the way they can just say what they think, and it's worded perfectly. Do you know the Stephen Fry types and all that?
Yeah.
Love that. Wouldn't you love to be like that?
Christopher Hitchens.
He's like that, but on this video, it's before he died, like a couple of weeks before he died.
Yeah.
And he was on this stage talking, and he still had his brain, he had cancer and that, but his brain wasn't affected. His voice was a bit, but he was so passionate about the stuff he was talking about, and he's like right up, he's close to death, and yet he's still like loving what he was doing.
Yeah.
So it makes you sort of watch it and go, shit, he's dying there, and look at him, he's loving every minute. And I'm pissing about here, and maybe, you know, Suzanne's right, or whoever's saying stop cleaning. I can do the cleaning, but I need something else to make sure I don't know, I'm doing something worthwhile, I think. I haven't got kids, so it's not like I can say, well, I'm bringing up the kids and I'm teaching them stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got cats, you can't even teach them tricks. It's not like a dog, they just look at you, don't they? So it's like, what am I doing on the planet? What am I doing now? What can I do? And she said, yeah. Anyway, we got there. And she said, but I have booked us a day out. And I was like, oh, you shit house. Do you know what I mean? I was like, this is why you're telling me now. You see The Apprentice.
I was talking to Carl the other night, because I've been rewatching for some reason that film Witness with Harrison Ford, where he's a policeman that has to protect a little boy who's part of an Amish community. Amish?
Yeah.
And I tried to explain to Carl...
You look plain, John Book.
Exactly. And I was obviously trying to explain the Amish to Carl. He'd never heard of them. Completely stony-faced.
Amazing.
Now for those...
Okay, you explained it to him, have you? Okay, then. Now, I don't know what you said, but I'm assuming you got it right? Carl, now tell me back now, what are the Amish?
They're just people who sort of live like in the olden times. So to them, they're sort of in about 1842 or something. So they're getting old papers and that. They haven't cut up to.
No.
They don't have telly.
They don't deny that the 20th century has happened. They just don't want to be part of it. They look up and they see planes and they know what they are, and they go into the town and they see it in the window of Dixon's, a telly. They just don't want to be part of it.
No, they're still living. They are
still living like it's
that's what I mean.
Yeah, but they don't. They know about everything else. They just don't want to be part of it because they think that the sort of the revolution was a bad thing. They think that society became more and more depraved, and they wanted to go away from it, and they want to go back to old values, and they think they don't need TV and jets in that way of life. They can survive in the old way because the old way was better.
Missing out on Live 8.
Yeah, but they haven't had Band-Aid yet.
Yeah,
I think this is the problem that Karl had. He in his mind, they were just a bit delayed, so that in his head they were slowly moving towards the 20th century.
They wouldn't be able to watch most of these bands, all their electric guitar. They'd be allowed to watch Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
Doing an acoustic set.
Yeah.
Between the bands. Yeah. That'll be alright.
But no, in Karl's mind, it's like if he...
Although they wouldn't like Fast Car. They wouldn't like singing about that. They go, I don't know what you're talking about. Pony and Trap. You got a pony and trap. That'll be alright.
But are they still... Do they still get sort of rubbish post and that saying we need your money for this, or get behind this charity?
They live in a isolated community. They're farmers, aren't they? They're farmers.
It's an agricultural community, and they're obviously very staunchly religious. In actual fact, it would suit you very well because you hate crowds, you hate groups of people, you don't like the modern world. Well, you'd love it down there, wouldn't you?
He wouldn't like getting up at 4 o'clock to milk a cow, though, would he?
Well, no, but he'd get used to it.
Go back to bed, couldn't you?
It's probably out. I mean, have they got anything to do with the Hare Krishna people?
No, nothing at all.
Because out of all the religions, that's I'm not a religious person. I don't understand.
You're only saying Hare Krishna because you've got the head. That's the only reason you think it'd be.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, out of all it, you just what was that?
Money just fell out of my pocket where I'm nearly laying down.
That's the danger of wearing sweatpants everywhere you go.
I'm only ever lying down in a chair.
No, I'm I've never been a religious type. If people want to do it, I let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like, I was walking to work the other day, right, across Oxford Street, there's a little Hare Krishna fella there, and he sort of had, he had a leaflet and stuff, and he said, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
Just the imagery. These 2 bald people, one of which is wearing an orange smock,
holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you could imagine some kind of religious painting.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English.
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say. I believe they have to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them walking down the street saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Perhaps
out loud, not just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you couldn't put that on an iPod. No, it doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, midway through.
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live next door to a bloke called Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah.
That probably.
Yeah. So that's in this. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith its full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, well, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? What can you do? What can't you do?
Well, I think the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them where they try and interact and
quite meditative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Karl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread, so...
Yeah, but I can afford that.
Right.
Probably, just, I like the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid, because a mate sort of joined it, and, he sort of said he'd join, and I sort of swore at him. I said, I'm not doing that, right? Yeah. He said, right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore. So I was like, oh. So I went along, and they used to just go on the Friday when they played, you know, Sabutio and stuff, and then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of, you know,
table tennis.
The thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. There was all that on a Friday. Went on the Sunday, it was rubbish. He said, right, sit down in this room. They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big, I'm not interested in this book. And I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And that's been the only sort of...
I suddenly, why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave.
Who was it? Were they adults?
It was sort of a... Well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but, do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something. And, he used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that for you religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, you know, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
I think religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it, you know. A lot of people believe in it because they think...
But for Karl, his feeling is like, that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what else can I have? Is there an iPod?
You have to have a religion, because obviously I don't have a religion, I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist. And that's out of belief, that's out of logic. And we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, you know, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd like to see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. It can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, you know... And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that.
So then they have days when they eat too much.
Yeah, but what happens if I'm not that hungry that day? Like I say, I don't like change.
No.
I mean, I like my Cheerios in the morning. I don't... Well, we're not going to do Freak of the Week here,
okay?
Right? Because we've done quite a bit of that in the last 20 minutes.
We've
right?
OD'd on freaks, you think?
Yeah,
sure.
We'll just shift it a little bit.
Okay.
I don't, like I keep saying, don't want people to be thinking we're sort of taking the mick out of anyone.
No.
Right? Because we're not about that. I feel that, like, I can do a little bit of it because I work with you, Steve.
Yeah.
Right? Sure. It gives me that right.
It's like a care worker. Yeah, I understand.
Well, it's like that thing of you can't be homophobic because I've got a couple of gay mates and stuff.
Sure.
I think it sort of gives me that edge.
Yeah.
Right. So
you're not freakophobic because you work with Steve.
No, that's right. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, by that token, I should be able to sort of slag off, you know, the mentally ill.
What do you mean?
At least mentally handicapped.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, obviously. Steve Mitchell.
No, come on, let's get my name right from now on. That novelty's worn off.
What is it? Is it
Steve Merchant?
Oh yeah, that's the wrong one, isn't it, Mitchell?
The Guardian got it wrong. It's Steve Merchant.
And the more I say Mitchell, the more people are thinking
exactly. It might be Mitchell.
Oh God, sorry, Dave. But Karl wanted to start off with the Stereophonics.
Oh, loser.
Because it was a newer track. And Karl now, we've made him what he is. He was nothing when we found him.
He's like work experience.
And now he's going, oh, we should start off with the Stereophonics. I'm going...
Trying to tell you what to do, Ricky.
If I want anyone's opinion, I don't. Basically.
But he'd probably come to me, I imagine, wouldn't he? I'd be the first person.
Before Karl, I'd consult you, Steve.
Thank you.
Just keep it... Just because he was in the... What was it? Pilkington making music. I cannot wait.
I'm looking forward to this.
I mean, I literally can't wait. Should we do it now?
Well, I'm tempted to save it, because I just want to mention to people that they should be very excited, because it's going to be Karl's special night tomorrow. You excited, Karl?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is... Yeah, me and Steve, because we were nominated, we get a guest
For the BAFTA Awards.
And it's, it doesn't say guest, it actually says, partner. So I'm taking, my partner. And, Steve's taking Karl.
Yeah.
But what Karl doesn't realise is, you will have to pretend you're his partner, otherwise you wouldn't be able
we'll
to
have to hold hands when we go on the red carpet.
Is this really your partner? It's not just a guest.
That's how it is, and either we go in like that or we can't get in.
You just have to be with him when you go up there. I mean, you have to, does he have to...
We should hold hands, but I think what we should do is, just to make sure that there's nothing at all that, like, is gonna go wrong, we should just do a little kiss.
Just like, or be seen sort of like cheek to cheek, just to show them that, you know, you're not, he's
like
not
Elton John and David
he's not just
Fincher.
getting his mates in for a free meal, you are actually partners.
No, I'm not up for that.
Why not?
Well,
because we know we're not actually gay.
No, but
so it's not a problem.
You've come out of it looking quite good because you've got a good-looking fella. But I'm meant to look like, you know. I mean, I'm not gay, but if I was, I don't think I'd go for your thing.
Oh, he's done you, Steve! It's turned on you again!
I cannot believe
we were trying to get in.
Wait a minute. I have got the cream of London's totty phoning me up, trying to get an invite to the BAFTAs. Right? We have very graciously asked you if you would like to come along.
Well, that worries me even more. That you've got women calling you up.
Carl,
I can't choose between them. If I let one of them down, they're gonna destroy them. They'll be ruined. Their lives will be ruined. It's better for me to take you and not, you know, ruin the lives of any of those poor women.
When he told them he was taking you, it was like a scene from Graceland. There was just like
there was weeping.
They were crying. Like
it was horrible.
Hundreds of them, and he just went. And I got upset. He just had to say, "Look, just chill out, bitches," didn't you?
I did. I just said, you know, you're all my hoes, but I can't choose between you.
So I'm taking Karl.
You
know, he could get you discount frocks.
No, I had a letter from the people that there's an organisation. No, listen, Karl. There's an organisation that sponsors the BAFTA Awards in terms of clothes and fashion. They sent me a letter. They said your partner. They've not specified the sex. They've said your partner can come along and choose an outfit. Now I suspect, by the look of it, it is a woman's outfitters. I'm thinking we could get you a lovely trouser suit.
Well,
it may look feminine, right? But I think people will be fooled.
It'd just be a little bit roomy in the hip and probably narrow on the shoulders. But you're a bit skinny. Why didn't you take it? Because it's a lot of an insult.
And maybe just some pearls as well. Be lovely.
Wouldn't you?
I haven't got anything sorted to wear yet.
See, you're slagging me off. You're likely to end up going in a tracksuit.
Yeah.
Last week, like I just asked last week, on the show, we were talking about the gift that you'd arranged to, for your girlfriend.
How long have you been going out with her again?
I think it's about 11 years.
11 years, your life partner, he got a gift when he left his old job of a camera. He didn't even unwrap it, he just passed it on straight away, like, passed the parcel to his girlfriend. We were giving him some stick. Everyone, about 90% of people phoning and saying, you are a skinflint, it's awful. How did it go down?
She loved it.
Did you tell her?
Did she love it?
Yeah, I think she likes it, yeah. I mean, she didn't really have a go on it. I was playing about with it on Christmas Day.
Brilliant.
Showing her how to use it and that, and said, you know, she's paid for a holiday for us to go away. I said, take it on that, use it. She's loving it.
Did you tell her before you gave it to her that you'd got it as a leaving gift for your previous job?
Yeah, just before. I mean, I wasn't going to, but because of last Saturday, you sort of put a bit of pressure on and stuff, and I went off and bought her a watch.
Nice.
Because I thought a little extra.
One of those ones with a little calculator on? From a Texaco?
No, it's alright. It's like a little square Art Deco, the fella said it was.
It is nice, I've seen it.
Oh,
yeah, no,
so
and how did you tell her when you came in with the big news?
What about the
that
camera?
You hadn't bought the gift?
I just I said, oh, you said you wanted a camera, didn't you? And here's one I got from work. Anyway, here's another one.
Right.
So I just sort of told her, but moved on quick.
Brilliant. And also, you gave us the devastating news last week that just before Christmas, your mum's budgie died. How was Christmas in your household? Was it?
Little bit down. You know, with any death, it's always sad, isn't it? No matter what it is.
Yeah. Particularly budgie.
Well, I mean, how long she had it? Probably lasted about 8 years or something, which is pretty good, isn't it, for a budgie?
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Came unexpected. He wasn't ill.
Right.
And I spoke to her the other day, and I said, you know, how's it going? Because on Christmas Day she was down.
Yeah.
Been calling her up every day. And I spoke to her the other day and said, you know, how are things? And she said, well, the other bird that's in the cage, she's got some sort of parrot that's in the same cage as it.
Right.
It's been a bit down.
Sure.
It's missing its mate. So what she did, she'd kept a few feathers from the budgie that died, right? She got a rock, a couple of sandwich fasteners, stuck the feathers on the rock. The other bird's happy now.
Wow.
Now I know that your mother explains everything.
And if you ever die, we just get a tennis ball, stick it on the end of a broom, she'll be happy.
Well, And the good one, Ozzy Osbourne.
I mean, sorry, but just go back there. The irony is that is art. That he was an artist, wasn't he? So,
but okay, so you don't like Oscar Wilde, but you prefer Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, go on.
Ozzy Osbourne, cracking one this, funny and educational. I bit a head off a bat the other night. It was like eating a crunchy wrapped in a chamois leather.
Genius.
You're right, Carl.
I went out with Karl on Thursday night.
Right.
Right. It was one of the most enjoyable nights. We just went out for about, what, 5 or 6 pints, a little crawl, and adventures happened around Karl.
Yeah.
And just me sitting talking to him was just incredible. I'm thinking that a competition would be win a pint with Karl.
Yes.
That would be they just have to go for a pint and they can ask him anything they want.
Yeah.
He's just great. Look at him looking at us. What's the matter with you?
It's just that before you were like, no, this is good for you. But now it's turned into a game.
At your expense?
Yeah.
Have you only just dawned on you?
Karl, well, I'm joking.
But Steve, right, do you remember that story about 3 or 4 years ago, where there was some bloke in the army, he went away to somewhere, Vietnam or whatever, he was messing about in the woods,
messing about in the woods?
Shouldn't he have been fighting?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right, and he walked through some lake, and I think he'd cut his toe or something on something, and some worm of some sort crawled in the gash.
Yeah.
And it was in his body, and the doctor said, we've got to get this out of your body. So what they did was, they said, right, the thinnest part or something of your body that things can crawl through is on the top of your head. So they wrapped
where the skull is.
So they wrapped some bacon.
No, they didn't!
They did. That's
right.
Everyone...
So he's gone in by the toe. So what we do is, I'll tell you what, that worm's probably heading straight for the head. We'll put a bit of bacon on it. The thinnest part of the body is the skull. Of course it's not the thinnest part of the body. It's where your brain case is, isn't it? It's the skull.
There was a reason for it. And it was like they stuck some bacon on his head. And
as ever, the vital piece of information, i.e. the reason, Karl seems to have forgotten.
Because the worm was in his body, and they said everyone likes to smell of bacon.
Including worms. Even a Vietnamese lake worm. They love bacon. Strokes. Hard to explain. Like Karl, really?
Yes. Yes.
So, Karl, concentrate.
Yeah, go on.
So, we'll leave the worm with the bacon wrapped round the head, shall we?
Well, if you're ever caught in the jungle...
Yeah, always carry some...
bit of Danish.
There must be one of them where you did fall on your head. This is the one I'm waiting for. There's gotta be one. That was explained so much.
Yeah.
I nearly did. Nearly broke my back.
Jeez.
Once. My dad said I better can't kick me out. And I said I better can. And, I
don't remember this. You didn't tell me this one.
I bet you can, what?
I was in the garden, summer's day, and it was that era when, like, doing kung fu and all that was really popular.
Sure.
And I was, like, messing about in the garden, punching the tree and stuff. And my dad said...
What a kid he must have been.
My dad said, I bet you can't kick your height.
Kick your height? What, you mean kick as high as yourself?
Yeah, so I must have been, like, 5 foot or something then. And, I said, of course I can. So I bet you can't. But instead of doing it on the grass, I did it on, like, the concrete bit. Kicked it, actually did it. I went, there you go. But didn't, like... get my foot down quick enough and land on
you
my back.
paused to say, there, I've done it.
Yeah.
As opposed to putting your foot back on the ground.
And, landed on my back, and I'd still get back trouble now.
Do you? Karl, always check your balls.
Do you check yours?
Like the feel. Why don't you like the feel of your own balls?
They just, I mean, you know that I don't like bodies anyway.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It worries me a bit that you've got all that going on in your body, right, and your skin's keeping it all in place. Because it is going to get bad as well, isn't it? They're saying that the water's melting or whatever.
The water's melting,
The ice is melting.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more water and less land, so in the future, it's probably going to be the way we're going to be living, isn't it?
Have you seen that film Waterworld?
Nah, I don't fancy it.
Because that sort of predicts that, yeah.
What, are they saying that the ice thing
exactly,
is out?
yeah.
But at the same time, I was thinking about this a couple of weeks ago. If you get, I mean, I think I read that, like, a big chunk of ice, fell off one of the ice, what do you call them?
Caps.
Ice caps. Something like I think they said it's the size of the Empire State Building or something.
Right.
It snapped off and went into the water, and it's melted. And they said, oh, it's bad news, you know, that something that size is melting. But the way I look at it, if something that size falls into the water, it's like a big ice cube, and it's gonna freeze it up again. You with me?
Not really, Carl.
Go on.
Right, you get a giant ice cube, the size of the Empire State Building, stick it in the water, it's gonna make, it's gonna stick back on again, isn't it?
Well, no, only if it freezes up again.
Yeah, well, it will freeze up. The water's gonna get cold again, because you've just put a giant ice cube in the water.
So when you put an ice cube in a drink, the drink doesn't freeze, does it?
No,
the ice melts.
If you put one the size of an Empire State Building in your glass of Jack Daniels, it's gonna make it freezing.
It's not going in a glass of Jack Daniels, it's going in the ocean.
I know, but you see, I'm using my fables. Imagine a world.
Use your brain instead!
Imagine the world, imagine the sea, like the Arctic or whatever, as a glass of Jack Daniels.
Okay.
A big ice cube falls into it.
Yeah.
It freezes, it melts back on again. So we're alright, I don't know why everyone's worrying.
God, thank God for that, I was getting panicked.
Oh, fine.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that will happen.
Alright. This is Yak. Hope you're enjoying this compilation. This is David Bowie's Starman. Halfway point of the compilation. Enjoy the second half. Cheers.
So good Christmases, yeah, all round.
Definitely for me. Had a great time, yeah. Carl?
It's alright.
How does it rate with, what did Suzanne get you?
She got me, you see, you were having a go at me about giving her, a camera, right? Which
was given to you, which was second hand. Essentially second hand.
It doesn't really matter that bit. But it's a present that both of us could use, right? And you were making me feel bad about that. That's why I got her a watch, right? Which in a way I can use because I can say what time is it.
Sure.
But
Chico time, innit?
But the thing is, right? She got me she got me a little printer.
Oh, yeah, that's good, yeah.
Well,
what, you mean a little fella who works in a print shop?
Just a little printer to go with a computer and that. But for me, again, that's a present that, we can all be using.
You are so ungrateful.
It's not that, it's just that, when, it's good when you're a kid, isn't it? Christmas is all about, like, your presents.
What did you want when you were a kid? What's your best present you ever had?
There's a few things. I mean, one that I always remember one Christmas, right? It was the year when computers first came out. Right. And there was one called the Sinclair Spectrum that I wanted, right?
What year are we talking, 80?
Must be 83, 84,
right, yeah.
And, anyway, I think my mum and dad's got me one. It's under the tree in a big box. I'm thinking, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
About the size of a computer. Brilliant. Anyway, Christmas Day comes, I couldn't sleep and all that, excited like you are as a kid.
Yeah.
Get up, open it. It's not the one I wanted, right?
Really?
It's not the Spectrum, it was a ZX81, right? So I thought, well, I've best not show that I'm disappointed in that, even as a kid you have, sort of, that thing of
you lost that, now you say, oh, it's not what I wanted, Suzanne, but go on.
Yeah, but so I sort of, pretended I liked it and that, I thought, oh, just play some games on it, I'll just get on with it, right? Anyway, I try and load
even as a kid he had the weight of the world. I know.
His parents have saved up for it.
Look at his frown lines. Look, he's frowned since he was about 4.
Yeah.
Look at those lines.
Right. So, yeah, but this is why. You'll understand in a minute when I tell you the end of this story.
Go on.
So, I load up a computer game, which used to take about 10 minutes. Right?
Was it on cassette? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a fax machine, doesn't it? Yeah.
Right? Anyway, it wouldn't load. I was thinking, what's up with this? Is it broke? Right? And I kept trying it. And my dad sort of, my mum used to get up early to open the presents with me. My dad got up at about midday, he couldn't be bothered. Right? Anyway, he comes down, I'm
so telling.
I know, the picture he paints is so heartbreaking.
It's like Alan Bennett or something, or Dickens.
Yeah, or some of those kind of 60s back, like Kathy Come Home, sort of, really
insane dramas.
So anyway, so I'm there, right, frown growing and that.
Yeah.
Try to read this book, thinking, why isn't it working? So my dad has a look, and he goes, oh, you're missing a bit. I said, what? He goes, you need a RAM pack, right? Which is a bit that you put in the back of it that gives it extra memory.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do you need? One of them. I'm like, what do you mean? It's Christmas Day, right? And we're talking about the days when, like, Tandy wasn't open. Sure. It wasn't open for days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like now, by lunchtime Christmas Day, everything's open again. Right? Yeah. Then, you had to wait about 2 weeks. Everyone, like, had a big holiday and everything. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, God. I actually started to be sick, right, with frustration.
Oh, no!
What?
How were you?
Do you know what?
How old were you?
Well, like I say, I don't know, it must have been about 8 or something. Oh. But that thing of like, what, it's Christmas Day and I can't play with it, and I had to wait for like 2 weeks or what have you, sat over the kitchen sink sort of going stressing out. Hated it. It was a rubbish Christmas.
Wow. I love the idea of you going,
Stress, isn't it?
What did your dad say?
He just sort of said, look, calm down, we'll get you one when the shop's open. And it's like, yeah, but 2 weeks, isn't it?
I have never heard anyone being... Carl, what have been some of the big news stories that have hit you this year?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Well, I don't really watch the news, do I? It gets me down a bit. Sure. Sometimes, you know, you're better off not knowing. I sometimes wonder about, you know, the way we've got satellites and stuff, and you know what's going on the other side of the world. Should we know? Do you know what I mean? Does it do us any good? Right. Knowing stuff? So, I mean, you've mentioned...
That is brilliant coming from Karl.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an amazing quote, isn't it? I mean, it's not we will fight them on the beaches, but, does it do you any good knowing stuff? It's pretty much what sums you up. I thought your New Year's resolution was to learn one thing a day.
No, all I'm saying is, normally, when you see people who are brainy, they never look like they're that happy.
Like who?
Einstein, Hawking. They all look a bit, like, fed up and that.
Well, let's leave Hawking aside, with the way he looks, please. You're such an idiot, Karl. You're such an idiot.
Look at Einstein, then.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Then look at me. I'm happy. Right?
You have no reason to be, though.
Anyway,
and Einstein was happy. He was gallivanting around, he was having a laugh, he was going to parties, he was hanging out with Marilyn Monroe, he was loving it, he was inventing nuclear weapons, he was having a whale of a time.
Party time.
Anyway, all I'm saying
he was, you know, hanging out with, what's his name, McFly?
Right.
It was brilliant.
So, normally I just pick up on the stories that sort of make me go, oh, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Right? 2 that stuck out for me, in 2005. Blind people. Not always using dogs now, they've got horses.
Well, that's ridiculous, that's not true.
What are you talking about?
It is true.
What do you mean?
They're trying it out, people, you know, they've got guide dogs and that.
Yes.
They're sort of saying, why stop there? They're giving
Well, do you know why?
You can't get a horse in the library.
Exactly.
What?
Because dogs can go into Tesco's with you, and go round to visit your auntie, and sit at your feet. What do you do with a horse?
No, well, it just cuts out the middleman. That if the horse knows where it's going, person gets on the back, off it goes.
Oh, don't talk rubbish.
Where did you read this?
Where do you read this?
I've got it printed off, I can show it to you.
Oh, so it was the internet. Of course it was the internet. Yeah. I mean, when will you learn?
But why is that such a mad idea?
Because you haven't got the whole idea. I bet it is something. I bet there's a grain of truth to it, right? But there's no way that they're going to be used like guide dogs. I mean, just think.
I'll look at the news story during the next song, and we'll get
What else? What else? Well, there must be another news story that's got that.
Yeah, it's another one.
Go on.
Chickens and that.
Go on.
A fella had a problem with a chicken, wasn't laying enough eggs and that. He got an axe, put it next to its little house that he was living in, panicked it a bit, laid loads of eggs.
I don't know, how is that a major news story?
No, it's not major, but it's interesting, isn't it?
What? Frightening a chicken into laying an egg?
Yeah. No, so they're sort of the 2 things now.
That's the only 2 news stories of the year that have caught your attention.
I mean, that's plus monkey news, obviously, every week, you keep up to date with monkey news.
But what do you think about when you hear about that chicken? What?
I don't think anything of it, because it came from you, so you probably got something wrong. Or it was a little fluff piece in a tabloid that just someone, they had a slow news day that day. Now,
Rick, am I right in saying that Karl himself made the news this year? Because wasn't it right that a friend of your girlfriend's had read about him? Apparently, you were slagging off Cornwall somewhere.
Yeah, my girlfriend's sister live in Cornwall, and you were the front sort of story on something like the Western something or other edition, slagging off Cornwall.
What are you on about?
What have you been up to?
What have you said? What have you said about Cornwall?
I haven't said anything. I like Cornwall.
Yeah, but you must have said something, or they wouldn't have They mentioned Karl Pilkington.
You've been slagging off, apparently.
I love Cornwall. I love going there.
What have you ever said anything about it negatively?
What was that thing? Oh, didn't you slag someone off at Mevagissey? You went into a pub in Mevagissey.
Yeah, and he was airy. That's that one fella. There was a sort of. I went in there, and they're really friendly and everything in Cornwall.
Yeah.
If you're listening,
don't creep.
No, but I like it. If I wanted to retire and that early, that's where I'd go and live.
I wouldn't now.
But I went there, right, in this little place called Mevagissey, and went into a pub, and the woman behind the bar was all friendly and going, it was around Christmas time, and she said, oh, what we normally do is like have a fancy dress and stuff. She said, yeah, I'll show you some pictures, right? And she was going through, and there was a picture of someone there, and I said, God, what's he come as? Look at him, he's well airy. And she said, oh, he just works behind the bar, he wasn't dressed as anything. And he came out round the corner, airy fella. but there's no way that made the paper.
Have you said anything else negative about it?
When was the last time you were in Cornwall?
It was. We took someone for a wedding present. We took someone on holiday there for a week. There was a fella on the beach who he worked in one of them huts. You know how they sell deck chairs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's a pretty nice job, especially in the summer, isn't it? The sun's out. You sat there. All you've got to do is talk to people. Say, "What do you want? 2 deck chairs? There you go. No problem. See you later." But this fella, right? I went in there. Got the chairs. Took them back. He was being really moody. He said, so you got a lot of sand on them. I said, well, there's loads of it out there. It's not a surprise that it's stuck on, and he had a bit of a moan at me. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned that sort of.
Well, maybe
openly.
he recognised you.
But that isn't a diss. That's one person, isn't it?
If you're from Cornwall and you've got any reason to
dislike Carl. But there's not many people live in Cornwall. It's a very small community. I mean, no wonder they don't want to be part of us, with people like you slagging them off.
I love Cornwall. Got
So do I. I think Cornwall's beautiful. You're an idiot. Don't anyone in Cornwall, do not judge the rest of the nation by Karl Pilkington. It's not fair. I sometimes wonder imagine if he's the one that archaeologists dig up in a million years' time and find some of his notes, and they measure the head and everything, and then some of the ramblings that he did. Do you know
or
what
if
I mean?
an alien comes down, it would just be him that they'd bump into.
That would be just our luck, wouldn't it?
I tell you what, though, talking of like education and that, I know I'm sort of not the brightest bloke knocking about and that, right? But I treat myself the other day to a new mobile, right? And you know, going through it, getting used to it, getting used to how to send text and all that. And you know the predictive text?
Yeah.
So if you send a text, you type it in, and that sort of guesses what you're going to write out, right? And it's new, so it doesn't really know me yet, right? And I was sending a text to someone to say something like, "I ain't got a clue" or something, right? Wrote "ain't," right? A-I-N-T. Looked up at the screen to make sure that he'd written it right. That had written up biotechnology.
What?
That had predicted that I was going to use the word biotechnology. I am never going to use that word. Ever.
What? I ain't got a clue?
No, ain't. A-I-N-T.
Yeah.
I wrote that, just A-I-N-T on the phone. Looked up.
I love the fact that you've got a cleverer phone than you.
Well, I mean, I don't know whether we need to cheapen the show by discussing it, but I asked for a particular track. Karl is the producer, and he failed to get it for me. He's failed to get it for me. He's failed to bring it up from the record library. Completely failed in his mission. He needed to get 2 records, and he failed to get one of them. A 50% error rate there.
Yeah, but like I said, I looked in the system, it told me what album it's on, I brought that album up. I'm busy.
But, okay, so fine. Fine, you're absolutely fine then, that's no problem. You know? Once again, that's a great excuse, Karl. Brilliant. The show has been ruined. It's been partially ruined, but you've got a bit of an excuse.
All right. I didn't make a big deal out of it when you said, "Oh, and whilst you're down there, get us a new 50 Cent single."
I never said, while you're down there, get the new 50 Cent single. I asked you if 50 Cent single was lying around. If it hadn't been here, I wouldn't have worried.
So I get it, I did that for you.
Right.
Then when I come up, you say, "Has it got swearing in it?" Well, I don't know. It's 5 to 1.
You're the producer. It's the brand new single. I thought it had been lying around in the XFM office anyway.
But I don't have time to sit around listening to music.
Sure, well, yeah.
Right? I know that you have, now you've got an iPod that can hold 7,500 songs. I don't know when you're going to get round to loading all them on, but I haven't got the time.
Sure.
Busy.
Yeah. Fine, okay, no, that's a perfect excuse, Karl. Well done, mate. Right. I just hope that I never have to depend on you in a real emergency.
To a certain extent.
I'm just thinking, if I was to meet Steve in a restaurant...
Yeah.
Right,
nothing untoward going on, we're just hanging out.
No, just having a chat, just having a normal night out.
Yeah. Who's paying? Because, I mean, is it expensive?
Go Dutch. I mean...
Right, so... I say to you, I'll see you at 8, right, in this restaurant. I turn up at the door, it's a bit of a posh place, right? So he's Steve Merchant in.
Yeah.
And the waiter sort of goes, I don't know. What does he look like? Right? And
where's he from?
Just a little French fella.
Oh yeah.
And what does he look like? So the thing I'd pick up on first, tall lad.
Tall, yeah.
And then he goes, "Oh, you know, we got lots of tall people in, right?" And I go, "Big eyes?"
Big eyes?
Yeah. And then he'd go, "Yeah, he's over there."
I'll be honest with you. I mean, you can have dinner and you can buy me dinner. I'm not sure you're going to get anywhere with me.
Yeah, but the thing is, what he hasn't said is, well, he gets frustrated because we have to go from restaurant to restaurant for something I can eat. But the reason we've only got about 3 restaurants to choose from are that because he doesn't want to spend more than a £5 at lunchtime.
At lunchtime? If I was going out of an evening, you'd spend a decent amount of wallop. But lunchtime,
Would
why
ya?
am I spend? You'd be happy to spend 20 quid. On lunch! Imagine that every single day. There's no one out there who's eating lunch, 20 quid a day on lunch. It's crazy. You don't need that much food at lunchtime, because I know what happens. You go in there, you have some kind of, tiger in curry for lunch, you're asleep by 1:30, we're trying to work, we're trying to write TV shows, and you're dozing off like one of those giant anacondas that's just eating a sheep, and it's slowly digesting it. It takes like 3 weeks.
He doesn't eat, Carl, he does not like the he'll walk a mile out of his way to get a sandwich for
Having an argument over that 50p that time. I don't want to bring it back up again.
Here's the situation, Carl. I lent you 50p, and you decided you weren't going to pay me back. It should be to my discretion if I say, don't worry about it, Carl. You should offer me the 50p, go, there's that 50p I owe you, and I'll go, don't worry about it, Carl. But you didn't even do that.
No, it's the way that you were, like...
I said, where's my 50p? You went, oh, you don't need that. That's not your decision to have.
I didn't say that. I said, I don't think I've got it at the moment, or whatever.
Rubbish.
And you're going through my pockets and that.
Rubbish.
50p. Ridiculous.
You've just given him a keg of beer for free, hadn't you?
Well, let's not go over it again. Right?
So 3 girls there, charmed by me, they loved it.
Yeah.
Zane Lowe, XFM DJ and MTV presenter, probably one of the coolest blokes alive. He came up, gave us massive respect. He said, I'm loving your set. He actually used those words, right? There were people coming up, they couldn't believe their luck. It was roaring. We'd stick on a track, people would cheer as it came on, right? My particular favourite, Carl, I think you'll agree, my particular triumvirate, LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out, leading straight into House of Pain, Jump Around, then straight into that current Elvis track that's been re-released, remixed by Junkie XL. I played the original, which I'd already played on XFM before. I'm already there, cutting edge.
Yeah.
Right?
Three old tracks, you mean?
3 old tracks.
In a row?
Yep. And, well, I think the words that would best sum it up are, I kicked ass.
Great.
Rick. Alright?
Well, I'm going to be kicking some ass today, because I'm going to be shamelessly self-indulgent. And, we've only got 2 shows to go, so I'm playing some of the most beauteous tunes in the world. And I was just telling Carl, lined up a Simon and Garfunkel track, Only Living Boy in New York. He went, why is he the only living boy in New York? I went, what? He went, what does that mean then? I went, I don't know. He went, well, what's it about? I said, I don't care. I said, it's a lovely song. He went, no, but what's it? I said, I don't go into that. I said, he went, I like a story. I said, like what? I said, killing of Georgie, no trickery. Killing of Georgie. I think we should play that at the last.
It's good, I heard it the other day on radio too. It was cracking. It sounds like well.
It's really good.
Tell them what it's about again.
It's about, little girl, gay fella.
A little what? A little gay fella?
Yeah.
Right.
Who, I haven't heard it for a bit, so it's all off memory, this. But, gay bloke, is he from Scotland?
I have no idea.
But he's from somewhere where gays aren't liked.
Okay.
Right?
No.
No, he is.
Georgie Boy was gay, I guess, nothing more than the kindest guy I ever knew, right? Now, all he did was, right, his father said, how can my son not be straight, kicked him out, right? Goes to America.
Yeah, but you can handle all that. You can handle your dad not getting on with you if other people around you are into the same scene.
Yeah.
But he was like, he was left on his own, he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He was getting stressed out.
Yeah.
So he goes...
And this was before, this was before, I mean, this is, when did this record come out?
77?
77,
yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
And, he's...
During punk.
Right, I see, yeah.
So,
you know, the village people had come along and made gay cool.
Yeah.
That had already happened.
Yeah.
But it wasn't respected.
But he was watching the telly or something, and he saw that New York had loads of them over there, and they're all having a good time.
Sure.
No, sorry, at no point in the song does Rod Stewart say little gay Georgie was watching telly and saw loads of gays in New York. At no point in that song.
No, but this is what I like about that song, you sort of picture what's going on.
You make it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so the little gay fella was watching telly, and there was presumably the and now from New York, the gay show. Yeah.
Or whatever, because it was a big scene over there, wasn't he, in the 70s?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Go on.
So he goes over there, and he's having a great time and that. He's meeting...
Went to New York Town, very quickly settled down, soon became the toast of the Great White Way.
Yeah, they loved him.
All the old queens blew a fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, he was out late one night.
Yeah.
And he's walking home.
Yeah.
And gets attacked, gets killed,
yeah.
And he's lying in the
They
gutter.
didn't intend to take his life, they just pushed their luck a little too far that night. Yeah, you see?
So...
Yeah.
But what's good there? Is it good that he had a bit of a good life, and was able to be himself?
Yeah.
Or should he have stayed in Scotland?
He didn't come from Scotland. Again, I really...
Well, I think, is there any way we can get this song before the end of the show and play it? Because I've heard it recently. A lot of people listening will have never heard this song. They wouldn't have any idea what we're talking about.
Can I say what you said when we were talking about that song once before?
Is it bad?
It might be. Because we were talking about, you know, Georgie Boy, and he, you know, got it. I don't know.
What?
It's when you said...
Well,
It's a fact. I don't think if.
Well, he said, so there's a King of Georgia, he gets out, dies, right? He goes, well, they do go out late.
I know.
Gay people
I
go
know
out
a few
late.
gay people, and they start to party late on. That's
Yeah.
what, in Soho, right? Girlfriend got in a cab, right? Suzanne was in a cab, and the cab driver was taking her to an early start, right? She works at the BBC. Early start, 4 in the morning. It was going down, it was mental in Soho at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
They were all still, like, starting the night out.
How do you know they're gay?
It's Soho, innit?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Play a track. I'd love to be able to try and dig this out.
Yeah, we will. This is Simon and Garfunkel, The Only Living Boy in New York. It's lovely. Only Living Boy in New York. Do you like that?
It's got a nice feel to it.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Lovely.
What do you make of Olympic ski hero Alan Baxter testing positive for drugs?
What did he do?
Well, he won a gold medal in the Olympics, and
For what?
he was a skier,
Right.
and he won gold medal, and they've just tested him positive for some kind of illegal drug.
But what, I mean, if he did, why take drugs to ski?
Why?
Because all you do is balance.
But imagine, it'd be amazing if you were stoned, like going down a hill.
Yeah, it's not like you have
But
to...
it's not going to help you, is
No,
it?
it's
not
just
like-
gravity that's doing all the work, isn't it, with skiing?
Yeah, but it's often to do with your athleticism, isn't it? It's
No,
to
but it'd
help
be
you.
like saying, and we've just found out the people on the toboggan were on crack. It's not going to help them. My brother went into the army, right? Because he couldn't get a normal job, and my dad said, you know, if you don't get a job by such a date, that's it, son, you're going in the army. And, so when was the Falklands? Was it about
81.
Right? And he joined back in like 81 or something. And I don't know, he was in Aldershot or something.
Oh yeah.
And he wrote back to my mum saying, you know, a bad time to join, bad time in this. So she wrote.
What bad time to join? That's so sweet, Carl, isn't it? That's like, dear Dad, yeah, well done.
Don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah. I was on the dole, that's for sure. Thank you for joining. A month before the Belgrano.
Anyway,
go on.
My mum called up, spoke to the sergeant, and said, "Can you leave him out of this one?"
Can you leave him out of this one? What, the Falkland War?
He's only just joined, and she called him Chuck, which he got done for. Like, she's one of them, I think it's a northern thing, like saying, "How are you, Chuck?"
Yeah.
And she called the sergeant Chuck, and the sergeant said to, like, my brother, your mum, you know, she's called up and asked if you can not go, which, of course, you know, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But can
What?
you tell
What
her?
do you mean?
No, he ended up being a mechanic in there, and he got kicked out for going for a packet of fags in a tank.
What? Now, wait a minute. Do you mean he nipped down the shops
Yeah.
in a tank?
Yeah.
I don't believe that, Carl. You've made
Honest
that
to
up.
God. That, and he went off with the sergeant's wife. So that didn't help, and he ended up getting kicked out.
Sorry, you're...
No, but Mrs. Matthews, me head teacher.
Oh, let's not lay into Matthews again.
Oh, not
getting a...
not Matty
She
Matthews,
said
not
I'd
Grimble Matty Matthews.
I'd
we used to call
never
her.
be a high flyer.
If she could see you now, what did she say? You'll never be a high flyer.
She said that to me, mum and dad,
Really?
on a parents' evening.
What did
And that was after I'd played the drums in Little Donkey.
She clearly didn't know what she was talking about. Would you... Carl, this is a quick question to you. Would you ever sort of find yourself in a situation where you might confuse a woman's breasts with mountains? Is that a concern for you, do you think?
No.
Not a problem for you?
Well, not if they're small and humble, I wouldn't.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what, fingers crossed.
If they were small and humble, then I'd pretty much not confuse them with mountains.
Thank God, but I mean, if they were large and sort of pendulous...
And with, like quite rocky with snow on top.
Exactly.
Then I'd go, hold on, love.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, love. I was into this, but now...
Exactly.
I feel like I'm alone.
Carl, do you know what we're talking about?
Who has done that?
I'll give you a
what?
clue. One more time. See, my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. Shakira. It's a lyric that me and
taking
Steve
the
are
nation
obsessed
by
with.
storm.
It's quite a nice song. It's got another...
It's very much like... It sounds a bit like Men at Work Down Under.
Yeah, it's got the panpipes.
Is this, what's its kid?
Who?
Julio Iglesias.
No, it's Shakira. Consequently, the word Shakira there being mentioned.
I haven't heard of him.
Okay. She's a big Latin star, apparently. Big Latin American star. And, anyway, just sing it again for us.
See, my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. Which is a concern. It was always a concern.
Definitely.
A number of times she's woken up and there's been a fat bloke with a beard and a little Sherpa. She goes, "What are you doing?" And they go, "We're just trying to climb this map. Look again. Oh, sorry, love.
Oh, it's your tits. I didn't realise.
Oh, your tits. We thought we were in.
I can't believe it.
I can't walk on my camp. You can't camp on my tits for the night. No.
Well, why are you climbing them?
Well,
because they were there.
Well, they're small and humble. Are you mental? Look at Carl. I love that look at Carl. Carl is looking back and forth. You know when you sort of you go to a cat and it looks back and forth between two people. That's very much like Carl's looking at us now.
Or when like a child sees a midget or something in the street. They're just transfixed, aren't they?
It's like, you know, accidents happen.
Go on then.
When things like that happen, right? You know, you've been told not to mention it.
Yeah.
And you're like a little kid.
Yeah.
And once things are in your head,
yeah,
it's difficult not to mention it. I mean, when I was a kid,
yeah,
go on,
right?
Yeah.
My mum's sister Hazel,
right,
was seeing another bloke. It's weird because she's a lesbian now. That's really weird.
That must have been an interesting Christmas.
But anyway, she was seeing this bloke, and he looked like Ken Dodd, apparently.
He looked like Ken Dodd.
Looked like Ken Dodd. So people said, don't mention it because it gets on his nerves when you like meet him and you go, oh god, you look like Ken Dodd. So I said, all right, his name's Will or whatever. And I was introduced to him. First thing I said, nice to meet you, Ken. People are dying all the time. You know, there's only so many places you can die. So I suppose it's going to happen now and again, isn't it? Anyway, how's it going? Lockdown's still sort of on, isn't it? When you can nip out. A bit of a wonder, but it's not normal yet, is it? So that's why I thought I'd still play you a couple of tunes and have a quick chat. Not doing Rockbusters today. Having a break from that. But I've been getting a lot of messages on Facebook. Suddenly got like a load of messages coming in at the same time about one topic. And when that happens, you sort of go, this is it. Like Richard Branson, that's what he says. He says he gets loads of posts, loads of phone calls, and he hasn't got time to go through them all. So he waits until the message gets to him or something. It's like if it's important, you'll eventually find out. Anyway, I can't look at every message you get on Facebook, but suddenly there was the same message from loads of different people. So I thought, right, this must be important. What is it? And I clicked on it, and it was a bit of monkey news. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll play it here so you can see it. It's this. This little monkey comes round the corner on a motorbike. He grabs the kid, runs off. And everybody was like going, this is terrible. What is going on? There's a monkey kidnapping a kid. But I don't know if I can turn the audio up so you can hear it. But if you hear it when it first comes round the corner, to me that sounds like a siren. And I'm wondering, I don't know where this is, it's sort of Asia or something like that. I'm wondering if this is how they're dealing with the lockdown. Like I say, if you play it back from the beginning, right, you're hearing a siren there. That bike's got some sort of siren on it, and that bike is a proper little motorbike, that. A monkey-sized motorbike. So I'm wondering whether in Asia, to deal with the amount of people ignoring lockdown, they've got monkeys doing the rounds and making sure people stay in. And I think that's what's gone on here. He's come tearing round that corner there, down this alleyway, and he's found this family who should be at home, should be behind doors, and they're not. They're fanning about in an alleyway. And the way the way he comes tearing down, it's like he's caught these before. He's annoyed with them. He's livid. I mean, he's probably gone for the kid because he knows that if he takes the kid, the adults will follow. The way he just like gets off his bike again, like how many times have I told you? I mean, a little motorbike's a giveaway. That's a monkey-sized moped that it's been issued with. Little monkey law enforcers. I suppose it's good because you're not going to argue with it because it can't speak English or wherever this is. So it's just going to go in and try and do the job, shift the people. And I think that's what's gone on here. But you see, I see things like that and I think, hang on, is that starting to creep in here as well? Because all this talk about loads of PPE kit, it's like they've got loads of it now. There's like a mask, a face mask, a thing they wear on their head, a thing all over the body, and it makes you wonder if in our hospitals we've got little monkeys walking about the wards helping out, and you've no idea because they've got that much PPE on. you can't see the little chimp sat under there. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, helps help, and I suppose you know, when times are bad, everyone's got a chimp in, you could say. Anyway, monkey use. There you go.
Okay, Karl. This is a logical conundrum. To a certain extent, there's a little bit of lateral thinking because, but there is only one right answer. Now, the pressure here isn't to get this right, because I don't know anyone who's ever got this right. The pressure is, one, asking sensible questions, and when I've told you the answer, to then understand it. Because when I've explained this to people, I've laid out for them, they still can't quite get the concept. Okay, so, there's 2 doors, Karl.
Yeah.
One leads to heaven,
Right.
one leads to hell.
Yeah.
Okay, they're identical, you can't tell them apart. Okay, 50-50.
Right.
Obviously you want to go to heaven, I assume. Right, there's 2 guards, identical guards, guarding each door. Okay?
Right.
The one guarding hell always tells a lie. The one guarding heaven always tells the truth. You have to ask one question to find out which is which, and then go through the door you want. What question do you ask?
I've only got one.
Yeah.
And what, one to both?
No, one to either of them. You don't know which one's which, though. So what question do you ask?
Why can't I ask, like, both of them one?
Because it's
Because
not the
rules are you can only ask one. There aren't actually 2 doors labelled heaven and hell, Karl. This is a leap of imagination here.
And I've definitely got to answer. I've got to ask them a question. I can't just sort of have a feel of the door to see if there's any heat or anything.
They're identical. You stand a few yards away. You cannot tell from the outside of these doors which is which. They're identical. The guards are identical. But the one guarding hell always tells a lie, and the one guarding heaven always tells the truth. What question do you ask?
Can't look through the keyhole or anything.
There's no keyhole
near them. Let's imagine there's a small rope that prevents you from getting anywhere near, rather like outside a nightclub.
Yeah. What do you ask? What do you ask? What question do you ask? Come on, you've only got one. Quick, this is it.
So, they stood there.
Yeah.
They both look the same. They're both smiling.
Yeah.
But one of them's not really smiling, really. He's trying to make me make a mistake, isn't he?
Well, he's just going to lie when you ask him a question, if you ask him.
So what's the point in asking a question? Do I know one of them's going to lie?
Yeah, well, the one guarding hell always tells a lie. The one guarding heaven always tells the truth. These things you know.
But would they be neighbours like this? Would they be that close? Why?
I mean, we're not sure if these 2 guys get on.
I'll give you a clue. They know who they are, and they know that the one guarding hell always tells a lie, and the one guarding heaven always tells the truth.
So I know that.
No, they know it as well. It doesn't really come down to this, Karl. This isn't what's going to happen when you die.
But when is this useful then?
Because it's a logical... Well, I'll tell you the answer.
No, I want to see if he can get it. He's almost there. No, he's not almost there. What am I thinking?
But there's no shame in not getting it. There's no shame in not getting it. It's a really hard one to get. I mean, the shame is the ridiculous questions you asked. And now I'm going to tell you the answer.
No, hang on, right, so you go up and you go,
hang on, well, look, let's imagine Ricky and I are those 2 guys. Okay? Right?
But we have to, well, me and Steve will decide which doors we're guarding. Okay?
Right.
Look away, Karl.
Okay,
right,
then.
So we've decided, okay, one of us is guarding hell and one of us is guarding heaven. Which question you're going to ask and who you're going to ask it to?
Right, I'll just say to you, Steve, I'll go, got some post for God here.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
Right, you've got some post for God here.
No, that's not a question.
Yeah, but maybe the question's coming. You got some post for God here, yeah?
And it needs to be signed.
It's not a question. Still not a question.
No, let him finish.
Is God in? Because I need him to sign for this post. Is he in?
Well, I can answer that as well if you want.
Go on.
He's in. He's behind my door. Do you want to answer it?
Well,
yes.
Do you want to get him? Just,
Well, no, you only got one question.
So you're asking Steve, is God in? What's the answer?
Yes.
Ask me. Yes.
Look, lads, I'm just trying to do a job here. What am I going to do with this?
Well, give it to me and I'll give it to God, because he's behind my door. Steve?
Yeah, give it to me and I'll take it into God, because he's behind my door.
You're an idiot. It doesn't help. That doesn't help. Let me tell you the answer. You ask either one of us, you say, if I was to ask the other one what door he was guarding, what would he say? Then whatever they say is the door they're guarding. Because if you happen to ask the one guarding hell, right? I'm guarding hell, by the way. I'm the devil, Steve's God, okay? So you asked me what Steve would say if you asked him what door he was guarding, and I'm gonna lie. I know he'd say heaven, because he'd tell the truth, but I'm lying, so he'd say hell. So you know I'm guarding hell. If you ask Steve what door I was guarding, he'd tell the truth, right? So he'd say heaven, because he'd know I'd lie. So he's guarding heaven. So the question is, if I was to ask the other one what door he was guarding, what would he say? And whatever the person answers is the door they're guarding.
Steve, what door are you looking after?
Well,
heaven.
Yeah.
Why should I believe you?
Because you don't know. No, that doesn't work. Because you asked me the same and I'd say heaven as well.
Right, so who do I believe? This is where you use your gut feeling though, isn't it? This is what life's...
Well, as opposed to the pure logic that Ricky's just used.
I just think, because there's a lot of questions in life where you don't know the answer and you go, do you know what? I don't like the look of him. So...
They're identical.
Yeah, but they're still identical twins. You always get a little snidey one.
In fact, the thing is about the world and Karl is that he's the same shape as the world, and that's why I like him, because that's all you need there, a little round...
I can't help but think the pot calling the kettle black there, Rick.
What? My body's round, my head is sort of fat and square. So how dare you?
Just quickly before we move on to the final bit of the sermon, we just thinking back to some of the other highlights of the year. One of mine, Rick, I'm sure one of yours, Live 8.
Live 8 was great fun.
Not only was it a great day, but obviously you know, it made its message very much clear and open to the world. Did you enjoy Live 8, Karl?
Yeah, it was alright. It was, you know, quite a good thing. I mean, has it sorted the problems out, or...?
Well, it's more about raising awareness, isn't it, and bringing that to the world's attention.
I'm aware of it, so yeah, it's sort of done the job on that. But I read something about,
Unbelievable.
Do you know, but, you know, because Live 8 was all about money and stuff, wasn't it, giving money? And
no, it wasn't really.
Well...
It was about awareness, but it was about, the G8...
Dropping the debt.
Cancelling the debt to the, I think, the 20th poorest nations or something, which I think...
Yeah. Well, then I was reading up on that, and there was something about, do you know Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Who did the computer stuff, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's the
Microsoft.
wealthiest man in the world or something.
Absolutely, the first 100 billionaire.
Wow.
Was he?
That is a lot of money, because they worked out, they put to him that, with his labour, what his labour's worth, he would have to drop over $6,000 to be bothered to pick it up.
Wow.
And they asked him, and he said, well, of course I'd pick it up, you know, because it doesn't work like that. But yes, he's that rich.
But he could just pay someone to do it as well, couldn't he?
Okay, get on with it, Karl. Again, you've missed the point. Again, you've missed the point.
But all I'm saying...
Sorry, Gracie, in wherever you are, Karl's an idiot, and I stand by it.
Bill Gates...
And don't rip foxes to pieces.
He's got that much money, right? He's saying that he could give everyone in the world, right, £6.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, right? And just what I was thinking and what I would to say to you, see what you think, right? Do you think it's fair that everybody gets £6?
Right, why? What's your point?
What do you mean? You mean the poor should get more?
Well, no, not really. What I mean is, say like if you live in Africa, right?
Yeah.
You can get a lot more for, say, £1 there than you can in London. So what I'm saying is, rather than £6 each,
yeah,
maybe give people in London a tenner each, in Africa or whatever, give them out £3, £3.50.
So you're saying, give the poorest people less, so they can get as much for their money in their Argos?
Yeah, basically.
You're saying, if you were to redistribute wealth,
you'd give the poor people slightly less than the rich people because they've got a higher standard of living. Gracie, once again, can I come back to you on this? Do you know now why I call me that? Oh, you know what I like about Gracie? She told the truth and she put her name. It's Grace, actually. She put her name down. Some people, I mean, just say you're a prat and they don't even tell
shout at you across the street. Oh, fat man, you're not funny.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I rest my case. Carl, you're an idiot.
I can't help it if my hair's not good.
I noticed the other day when Carl was sitting on your knee having his picture taken. It's a long story, right? He's got a completely spherical head. It's slightly too small. I'm not being funny, because, I mean, you know, I'm not perfect. But he's got a completely spherical little head. He looks a little bit like a baby Hamburglar. You know Hamburglar off McDonald's?
Sure.
He looks like a little baby Hamburglar. And it's sort of quite put upon. It's
Suzanne thinks I look like that thing in that Dulux advert. Do you know when the woman pulls the head off that?
That little plasticine
Yeah,
morph type
and then they
thing.
make a new head for it. And it's like a little head.
Really?
And that's your girlfriend saying it.
I know. Who do you think's cooler to look at, Steve or the Chemical Brothers?
Steve.
Definitely, yes! You're absolutely right, Carl, and that's the first sensible thing you've said for a long time.
If I was to work with Steve on some music,
Yeah.
if I had the choice, I think Steve would look better on a album cover.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you change him at all? What would you do with his image?
I'd put him in the distance, so
I can't believe this is.
No, just so you don't look as tall. That's doing you a favour.
You know, right.
You've done a business degree, haven't you?
Commerce.
You did commerce. Where did you do that? What did you do with that?
At school, I'd learned how to fill out a cheque, pay a bill, and I think I had a trip round Kellogg's.
Did you, you worked at a supermarket called Cordon Bleu?
Yeah. Cordon Bleu!
Brilliant.
That's great, isn't it?
It's rubbish.
Oh.
Got sacked.
What
did you get sacked for?
Messing about in a, back in the car park round the back.
Yeah.
Right, there was a grid, and all the concrete had gone funny, so when it rained, you got like a big lake.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I got in, do you know those big metal trolleys you get to, like, put all the food in whilst you...
Oh, yeah,
And I got in one of them, and pushed myself out into this lake.
Of cement?
No,
of
it was
water.
full
Oh, it
of
was
water,
water,
'cause it'd been
right,
raining.
right.
And I got stuck in the middle, right? And the boss was like, where's Carl? He's meant to be doing, you know, facing up the beans. And I was like...
And you were surrounded in a lake.
So someone said, oh, I saw him messing about out the back. He came out and saw me stuck in the middle of this lake in, like in a trolley. And he said, get back in. I said,
Would you say, no, I'm filming sharks?
I said, it's too deep.
Well, I read one the other day, actually, which was very interesting. It was one that the famous film director Orson Welles said.
Oh, yeah?
Which he said, apparently there was a bear going across a lake, wading through the lake, and a scorpion said, well, let me go on your back, will you? Come on, just let me go on your back, we'll go across, it'll be brilliant. He goes, well, no, you'll just sting me. You go, don't be stupid, if I sting you, you'll die, and we'll both drown. And he goes, oh, fair enough.
Who was doing the stinging?
The scorpion.
Scorpion.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And the bear's wading through the water.
Yeah.
So the scorpion jumps on the back, and they wade through the water, and halfway across, the scorpion stings the bear. And the bear goes, well, we're both going to die now. He goes, yeah, it's my nature.
I thought he was going to say, I can swim.
Oh, you're the best.
What's the one about,
Does that mean anything to you? It's my nature, i.e., you know, that's in my nature.
That's the way it is.
That's what I do, yeah. I'm a scorpion. Yeah. One of my favourite ones.
These don't mean anything to you, do they? I mean, what I'm saying is you're not impressed by them.
They're alright.
What about this? What about this one?
Don't
Wait, here's one of my
yeah. The only thing you can do is fall in love, Carl. Well, I was out with Carl last night, obviously party animal, you know, he's hanging out with some of my friends. You enjoyed yourself, didn't you, Carl?
It's alright.
But you were a bit worried about Jennifer Lopez, weren't you?
Yeah.
What was the concern?
I don't really know what's going on in the pop world.
You're joking.
No.
Go on.
And I was here in the toilets, right? And I heard it playing out on the speaker, and I heard the DJ go, there you go, that's Left Eye Lopez there.
That's not...
And I thought, it's Jennifer Lopez.
No, it's the little one.
She had some sort of eye injury.
You thought he was breaking the news of Jennifer Lopez losing an eye by calling her Left Eye Lopez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Don't worry, we put him right, it's okay.
Deers. I try and educate whenever I can.
What's that one?
I said
that deer is already plural.
Yeah, deer is plural. I said, you know, like sheep or fish. So you can say fishes. And we were laughing at it. So I said, do you know the plural of mongoose? Because a lot of people think it would be mongoose. It's not. It's mongooses. Do you know what Carl said?
Plural of mongoose.
Mongoose, yes.
Plural of mongoose.
It's worth a competition. No, it's not. No.
No, go on.
Carl, what did you think the plural of mongoose was?
Mongs.
Finally, what do you make of Halle Berry becoming the first black woman to win the Best Actress Oscar? Did you see her speech?
Got on my nerves.
Did it?
I mean, you know, it is good that she won. You know, it's nice for anyone to win an award.
Yeah.
But she did go on a bit. And, you know, I've been in that same sort of position.
What? Collecting an Oscar?
Well, I got, what they used to do at school is,
okay.
If you did a full month without being off, you got a gold certificate.
Okay.
And I did a month once without having a day off. And
Sure.
I went up, and I didn't make a fuss.
You didn't start crying?
Can't play a record, mate.
Well done, though. Were you the first kid in your school to do that?
I don't think anyone else got the certificate. It was only because I was never in. They tried to encourage me to come in.
It was just for you. They mounted an entire ceremony just to encourage you.
So Henry,
It was so good because every single element as well was sponsored by someone.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the menu. I've got the programme here, and the menu, right, the pudding is sponsored by Electrolux.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had a pudding sponsored by Electrolux.
I was sponsored by Zanussi.
When everyone was doing the prayers, did you look at them with their eyes shut, like you did at school?
What do you mean?
Well, when you had
Did you look at someone with your eyes shut?
No, like you'd do that. You'd do your hands together.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you sort of look at people with their eyes shut and think that's what they look like when they're sleeping.
Play a record.
Didn't you ever do that? I've always been a fan of a song with a good story, and that's up there for me. If you don't know it, it's a story about a bloke who he must be married with his girlfriend or whatever, goes off to war, comes back, and his legs are all done in. The relationship goes a bit downhill. She starts leaving him at home. She's going out getting rat-arsed every night. He's fed up, and he wants to. I think by the end of it, he wants to do her in. He's had enough. Just a good example, really, of how things can change. At some point, their relationship was all rosy, and then it all changes. I mean, we're all being tested at the minute, aren't we, really? With this virus thing going around. Stuck at home with your partner. I've been alright. We've had the odd day. Me and Suzanne had an argument the other day about who had the biggest head. I don't want to go into full details, but of who had the bigger head. But it got to the point of getting out a tape measure and measuring the circumference. And it just all happened because I ordered a cap that stated that one size fits all, and it fucking doesn't. I just wish they'd sort that out, because now I've got to fanny about and send it back. One size fits all. Annoys me. But then again, I suppose that's what life's about, innit? Getting annoyed, being happy, being worried. Well, that's a lot, innit? Being scared. That's living. I do like a good moan. And I do like a worry, in a way, for a little bit. It's a bit of a pastime, keeps your brain active. I always remember a few years back, I used to think about death a lot. You know, we all sort of come into the world in the same way, don't we? But the way you go out, you don't know. You don't know what your exit strategy is going to be, and I'd let that worry me. What's going to happen? Is it just going to be in my sleep, or is it going to be something horrible? It mainly happened when I could hear a clock ticking. It was a little reminder that time was just, you know, ticking away, and that's my life. And yeah, it used to bother me. And then I read a story that made me change my mind, and it was about a bloke, and he died in his bed when a cow fell through the roof, through the ceiling, landed on him, and you know, squashed him dead. And for a bit I was like, oh God, that's really bad. That's probably going to be me, that.
have something horrible like that. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought it's not actually that bad. It's not like you know, an illness that drags on, and you're getting weaker, and you're just miserable, and you're sat there just, you know, waking up every day thinking, oh, I'm still here. How long is this going to go on? It just happened quick, and even to the point of, even if he heard that cow coming through the ceiling, I don't think he would have had any worry, because I bet his brain was telling him he was still asleep and it was a dream. Because why would a cow be coming through the ceiling? So it sort of made me realise that it's the people who are left behind who is more upsetting for, isn't it? I mean, it's the wife, isn't it, who has to deal with the upset of losing her husband, and on top of that, she's got like a hole in her roof that she's got to sort out. She's got to get a tile around. She's got to have the sort of loft rebuilt. Get a plasterer in to sort out the ceiling. There's a lot of hassle there. And even before all that, getting a cow out of the bedroom, because that would have been wandering around, wouldn't it? And that's not an easy task, shifting one of them, especially if it was upstairs. If it was upstairs in the bedroom, they don't go downstairs, do they? Cows. There's something about the legs. I think they can go upstairs, but they can't walk down. So all that hassle, he's no idea. He's gone by this point. She's got all this shit to deal with, and that's. It was after reading that story that I realised that, you know, it's pointless worrying about when and where you're going to die, because you'll never know. But all I did was I moved the worry. I've talked before about the worry hole. And you've got a space in your head that you've got to fill with worry. So I went from worrying about how I was going to die and where I was going to die to just worrying that Suzanne will die before me, which I wouldn't want. Because at the end of the day, death is more of a ball ache for the people who are left behind, which will definitely be the case for Suzanne, because she's got to try and find a coffin that will fit my big fat head in it. So that'll serve her right for taking the piss. A little bit of karma. Right, I wanted to talk about UFOs today, and I haven't. I've sort of ping-ponged around a bit there. Maybe do it next time. This is a little bit linked to how I started thinking about it. I saw it on some BBC documentary the other night, and it's Curtis Mayfield, and they were saying how he was doing a gig in America, and the lighting rig fell on him, and he was paralysed from the neck down. So there you go, you see, you never know. Good song this, though. Superfly. See you later.
So this isn't cruel, this programme, is it?
Oh, I don't think so.
Picking on me?
It's not, is it?
It's weird, because a few people have said, oh, you're picking on me. It depends how you look at things, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you do you like it?
I mean, we could look at it like it's a laugh, so it's not a problem for us.
You know, we like you. You know, you're our favourite.
Yeah.
I'm going to say thing in the world, but I don't mean that, you know, in a derogatory way.
No, I'm cool with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Listen, are you disappointed by the nation that a third of us are apparently unaware of St. George's Day?
23rd.
Is St. George's Day the one with the snakes that we've talked about?
No, that's...
Are you one of that third, do you think?
St. George is the patron saint of England who killed the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many of these days, isn't there? That's the problem. If you make it a bit more special, like Christmas, so you buy presents and that for each other, then people will remember it. But there's so many of these days, with Easter and Pancake Tuesday and all that. So, it's not surprising. I think as time goes on, we'll find that a lot of these days will just disappear, because, you know, people are busy.
There'll be new ones, won't there?
I don't know, people
There'll be like
busy.
Gareth Gates Day in 50 years' time.
It's just weird.
Carl, when you were, a little Pilkington, right? What was, if you had hair, what would it be like?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously had hair then, back then. What was the, style?
It was like, sort of, I had quite sort of, fine, sort of straight hair.
Yeah.
Right. Hairdresser once said to me, "You've got hair of a Chinaman."
He was a wise man, wasn't he? What do you think that meant then? Oh,
He just said he just said you got the same hair as a Chinese man has. Very straight, quite fine.
Why is he telling you? I just imagine this pal going, the Arsenal did well, didn't it, sir? Something on that? You have the hair of a Chinaman. I'm sorry, nothing. You're not the spy. No, I'm not. Thank you. Good night. Oh,
you're not my contact.
Yeah, lovely. You have the feet of a fish. I'm sorry, nothing. It's not you. Okay, next. You have the hair of a Chinaman.
It was one of those barbers. It was a cheap one, just on a railway bridge.
I don't believe that. Go on.
On a railway bridge?
That's why it was cheap. It was very low rent, so he could charge.
That wasn't a barber. That was a man with some scissors.
Yeah. Did you go? Oh, have to move you there, sir. Wow. Okay, back in the chair, sir.
I imagine them on one of those things you always see in old films where you've got
you have to pump it up and down. Yeah, like a Caesar. Yeah,
that's not as good as that. It was just a normal chair, little wooden hut, and he did have to stop when a train came past because it used to.
Well, because he had to change the signal.
Just making a few extra bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
That's Manchester for you.
Oh, God.
Well, hang on a minute.
Why meteors are likely to destroy Earth in the next 100 years?
You're wasting your time.
Okay.
In this trade secrets book.
Yep.
Listen to this for a tip. Make a necklace from electrical wire.
That's a good idea.
But don't plug it in.
What?
Holidays.
Holidays.
Well,
you want to put holidays in room 101?
People who are sort of annoying on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you go away?
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of touched on this before.
Is this going to be the Scouse guy?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's so long though. I mean, it was a holiday when we went to Tunisia.
And the Scouser pissed you off, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing was, you know, when you go on it was a cheap holiday, and, like, the lesson here is, you know, if you want a good holiday, you gotta, like, spend some money.
Yeah.
And we didn't on this one. We spent about, I don't know, 400 quid for two of us for, like, a month or something ridiculous. And we got there, and, you know, you get to the hotel and you go, we have made a mistake. You know, it's a ropey hotel. You know, you can tell, like, the blinds and stuff as you walk in, they're all dirty and stuff. And you think, well, let's make the most of it. You know, let's not get down about it. It's a holiday. It's for a rest. And you try and make the most of it. And we had to meet. You know, like, you have one of those things where you get to your destination and the rep says, right, you know, go and unpack your bags and that. Go and sort yourself out in the room. And tomorrow morning we'll meet up at 10 o'clock. And I'll go through, you know, the best sort of place to go for camel rides and, you know, the best deals I can get you. That sort of thing.
Can anyone here walk like an Egyptian?
So she says, right, tomorrow morning, meet 10 o'clock in the discotheque. So we get up and we have breakfast, and it wasn't a good breakfast. The kitchen was, like, bit horrible, the food wasn't good, and it was run by sort of midgets.
What do you mean it was run? Not there's anything wrong with that.
There was little fellas running around, and the annoying thing was one of them sort of started to fancy my girlfriend.
How did he manifest his affection for
No, you're not saying there's anything wrong with midgets, though, are you? Just saying it was strange that there was
Yeah, but even midgets shouldn't be cutting in on Karl Pilkington's territory.
I know.
But it's also that thing of, you know, they've got little fingers, and it's sort of ruined.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not. It is a bit of a phobia of mine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice people and that.
Sure.
Oh, God. But the annoying thing is...
So what was he doing then? How did he... I don't understand how he was chatting up your girlfriend. Was he crawling under the table so you couldn't see?
He just kept...
Whispering to her from underneath there.
Stop it!
Just you know.
Wait, I don't want to get a complaint on our last show.
There's not many midgets.
What's going to happen? Can we just finish this and start up again in a couple of months?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to know more about the midget theme restaurants, then we'll talk you in 3 months.
Yeah.
It's just... it's just...
No, that's fair enough, actually.
Oh, yeah, no,
right,
sorry about
that's
this.
Your producer's
Listen,
head on.
we'll see you in about a really, it's been a pleasure, truly, and thank you for everyone that wrote letters. Have you really?
I've got you both a present. Right?
Oh.
I got Ricky, do you know, like, we've done fables and stuff? Right?
Yeah.
This is like Mr. Ben.
Oh.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like little fables that Mr. Ben goes on.
Oh, fantastic.
So I want you to learn something from that for when you come back.
Okay, brilliant. That's lovely,
I'll tell you
Karl.
one of the stories I read this morning. It's brilliant. In fact, when you've done with it,
give
it me.
Yeah.
Because I haven't finished reading that.
Okay. Thank you, Karl.
And for Steve, a little, chat-up lines.
A little book of chat-up lines.
That's fantastic.
That's great, Karl.
Well, we'll see you, in 3 months, but carry on emailing Karl, cherish Karl Pilkington. He sits in a little room by himself, so keep him in touch, and we'll see you in, August. We're gonna leave you with something that,
we all love. This is There Is a Light That Never Goes Out by the Smiths. Very apt, I think. Goodbye.
See you later.
What do you, Carl? Would you like to be American?
No, not at all.
Really?
Got me nerves. When I was in
Get on my nerves.
A whole nation there reduced.
When I was in Barbados at Christmas.
Oh, name dropping.
Right. Yeah. There's loads of them there because that's.
Was that when you were doing a bit of extra sort of waiting? Is that you were sort of your girlfriend was cleaning rooms, wasn't she?
Went there for Christmas and there's loads of them there because that's like really close to America. That's like Blackpool is to Manchester type.
It's
thing.
exactly like that.
So
that's the analogy a lot of Americans use.
So,
but I think they call it the tropical Blackpool.
but they were going on.
That's only all the brochures, I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And serious now, but
Yeah,
we were going on about the September 11th thing.
Yeah.
But they call it the. Of course, this is American. Of course,
brilliant.
The 9/11.
The 9/11.
That's what they call it.
Really? Oh, that's awful. That is. So it's like people who say 24/7.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm working
Americans
my
say
ass
that.
off 24/7.
Well, Americans that say
Yeah.
that. Well, they're allowed though.
Oh, Americans are.
Yeah.
I'm talking about an English person who might say it.
Yeah.
Fool. Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Do that American accent again.
Yeah, of course. The 9/11.
Where are you from?
What?
Which part of America is that?
That's how they sounded in Barbados.
Sure.
Sure. But
Can
Carl,
you do any other impression?
But Carl doesn't. I very much doubt that Carl likes newfangled countries like America.
Yeah.
He doesn't like London.
No, true.
So he's not going to.
Have you been to America?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Went to Florida. No, they got me again.
Got on your nerves?
Yeah. Went for some food.
Yeah.
And it was the last few days. I didn't take much money with me, and we were in Florida, and we were hungry, and we went for some steak, and we had our dinner on that, and I think it's their equivalent to the Angus Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Right.
And sat down, had the steak, and that's huge, big portions. But anyway, we didn't have much money left, and we had like another 2 days left, so we didn't leave. We didn't have much money for a tip. Do you know over there they expect it?
Yeah, a big tip, yeah.
So we left what we could, and I don't know what it was. It might have only been the equivalent to 60 pence.
Yeah.
But he didn't have to do that much. We didn't have loads of courses because we didn't have much money. So he brought us like the main course, and I don't know, a couple of Diet Cokes. And anyway, left them the 60p.
Yeah.
On the way out, and he comes running over. Excuse me, sir, you can have this back. Because it wasn't enough. I mean...
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
What did you say?
I said, all right then. Because well, I needed it. I mean, I thought it was nice to leave them something, but obviously it wasn't enough, so it got us a couple of more.
Is it good fun with you on holiday? I mean, do you enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
Do people go with you on holiday?
I get bored after about 4 days.
You surprise me.
And then what do you expect out of a holiday, Carl? What do you go
Sort
for?
of soak up some of the culture.
Yeah.
You liar. You liar.
What did you learn about Barbados while you were there?
A lot of crabs on the beach.
I just imagine him sitting there with his knotted hanky on his head.
No, sure.
It takes too much. Look at listen to him crinchling his little crinchling.
Crinch, you're not crinchling.
You're not crinchling your Jaffa cakes, are you?
He wasn't going out on air. No one knew.
I bet you're one of those people in cinemas that think you're being really quiet eating a bag of crisps, aren't you? Do you go to cinemas?
I haven't been for a bit, actually.
What do you do, Carl?
Carl!
What's an entertaining evening for you?
Yeah.
What would you do to occupy your time? Your hobbies, for instance.
Might get a video out from prime time.
Right. What would you enjoy that, or would it just be a chore for you?
No. I think things like that.
You really hate doing that.
That's when you really switch off and you forget all your problems and stuff.
Why you haven't got any
You
problems?
haven't got any problems, Carl.
You don't know that. I put on a face when I'm with you.
You wear a mask. Are you crying inside?
This
Carl?
is you being the happiest you can be. You're like a clown, aren't you? Oh,
Do you think I'm like a hard, miserable man? Because there was somebody else.
I don't think you're hard.
The other day, and like I said to him, I can't watch The Elephant Man because it upsets me.
God, you're the best. You don't know you're doing it. You're the best.
Can you watch it?
Well,
I always, when it gets to that bit where they're carrying him through the village and messing about with his head.
Do you know, this is true. My dad watched that once, and we were watching it. My mum and my sister and that were all quite moved by it, almost reduced to tears, thinking it was a wonderful example of man's inhumanity to man and all that thing.
Yeah.
And my dad just went, "Wouldn't he make an amazing novelty rucksack?" And it cheapened the film for me, and I've never had this sort of.
Steve was thinking, he's not that ugly.
Blimey, here we go. We were laughing at Karl. Can we focus on one person at a time, Rick, please? Let's destroy him first.
Oh, God. Tell them what you said to me when that record was playing about the Jaffa Cakes. He bought some Jaffa Cakes, which was lovely. He went across the road and he handed out the Jaffa Cakes. And then I went, oh, thanks very much. And then what did you say?
I just remember learning at school. I'm not, like, making fun of the illness, because it's not funny. But, they cure cancer.
Jaffa Cakes cure cancer?
Not like, fully.
Right. They just go some way to helping.
Yeah. Do you know, it'll sort of help. If you've got it, you can't say, right, get me a load of Jaffa Cakes.
Right.
But I think it sort of puts a bit of a stop to it if you haven't got it. Do you know what I mean? It's like having vitamin tablets.
Is this medically proven? Should we get Dr. Fox down here to confirm that?
I can't. I actually can't cope. You're just play a record.
DJ Shadow. With, this time, I'm going to try things my way. And the story is that the vocal of that was just found in some building on like a bit of old tape, and no one knows much about it. I think all they know is that the some fella called Joe, I think the name Joe was written on the tape, but other than that they don't know anything about it. Bit of a mystery, which I thought was a nice way to sort of chat about another mystery. The mystery of UFOs. I've sort of been watching quite a bit of footage on the internet of UFOs recently. I think it's just a good escape, innit? You know, everything's a bit sort of shit at the minute, isn't it? No matter where you're living, no matter what country you're in, everything just seems a little bit shitty. So sort of looking at otherworldly stuff is just a good escape. And there's loads of footage out there. Some of it you kind of go, oh, that looks good. Some of it is a joke. I mean, there was one that I clicked on that was a bloke that it was clearly off his tits because he was filming something out of his bedroom window. He was going, there's a bright light. Oh, look, I can't believe it. I'm being visited. There's a bright light. And it was clearly a street light. So there's a lot of knobheads like that. But now and again, you get some footage or hear an interview or something that you go, well, this confirms it for me. Like, you know, there's other stuff out there. And it was a bit of a chat that Joe Rogan was having. You know, the Joe Rogan podcast. He was chatting to some commander who was flying about in a fighter jet, and he was whizzing about, enjoying himself. Turns his head and sees this UFO just floating about above the water. And he was like, what's that? And now this fella's seen loads of stuff. If there was new technology out there that we don't know about, he probably would know about it. But he saw this thing and he was like, I don't know what that is. And it started ping-ponging about all over the shop. He said it was shaped like a tic-tac, and it moved about like nothing he's ever seen move about before. It was like going left, right, up, down, and at high speed as well. It just didn't make sense to him. Right? They got some radar footage of it. I'll just show you that. This was it here. It was like moving along at high speed, and it was just turning at the same time, which is a bit odd. But who knows what it was. But I've had a theory for a while. Octopus. If you look at them, they look a bit alienish, don't they? This UFO was floating above the sea, so there's a connection there already. All the arms, which, you know, would probably come in handy if you're flying about something that commander saw. I imagine that's got a lot of joysticks, a lot of buttons to press. You need a lot of arms. So there's that. And I saw this video ages ago. Yeah, I'll show you this mimic octopus. Right. Now the skill that it's got, it's like, let me just show you this. Right. So this diver here, there he is in the water, just swimming along, minding his own business, doing a bit of filming, not much to see really. And he just sees this little bit of seaweed, thinks nothing of it. There's a little fish, little black and white fish. Oh, that's nice. There's not much else here. I'll just film that black and white fish there, moving about. And oh, good Jesus, what is that? An alien. That is an alien there. Let's just rewind it again. It goes from that, just looking like a blob of moss, to that. That is amazing. And off it shoots, look. Going back to Planet Zonk. And think about it, it makes sense, doesn't it? If you were an alien, where would you land? You wouldn't bother landing on land, on Earth. Because it's not going to be left empty for long, is it? You're going to find a little plot, you'll go, this is alright. And before you know it, bulldozers will turn up and, you know, build a new Starbucks or something. So they're better off going into the sea. And there's more of it. The Earth's 70% water. So if you're going to sort of base yourself anywhere, you're better off in the water. Especially at the minute, it seems like one of the safest places now, doesn't it? I don't think they get the virus underwater. And I tell you another thing that makes me think that I'm right here. If you Google big octopus, what comes up is the Pacific octopus. Right? Where was this Tic Tac UFO spotted? Over the Pacific. Makes you think, doesn't it? Could be wrong, I could be right. Which sets us up nicely for this next song. Bit of Public Image Limited, Rise. I'll leave you with that.
I said, Karl, do you want to be an extra for a laugh, just for the Pilky fans out there? And he went, no. I went, oh, go on. It was after. He went, no. I said, it's pork chop catering, pork chop. He went, all right, how long will it take? I went, 20 minutes. He went, all right. So got him a car, he came down, he had pork chops, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I said to the makeup people, I said, make him look as gimp as possible. So they put on this awful sort of curly wig, gave him a moustache, he looked amazing. But he was comfortable with it, because he was sort of hiding behind it. And then just before we shot it, we whipped his wig off. And it was like we'd woken up a baby bird and thrown him out the nest. He was really it's actually on one of the outtakes, and it's him. I'm crying with laughter because he's looking around, everyone's looking at him, and he said, this is like a nightmare. And so we thought it was funnier with his little bald head and the moustache, and it worked, didn't it?
But what's interesting about that, Karl, is you were comfortable hiding behind a bit of a mask. You were comfortable watching yourself as a cartoon on the Ricky Gervais Show. Maybe you should do some acting.
Maybe you should pop on a Nambas, because then that's like, we've dressed up your genitals as a completely different set of genitals, and so it's not your genitals in a way. What do you think of that, Karl?
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. 5 Live. The thing is, I can't remember words.
Right.
So, like, Ricky got me to do an advert for one of his stand-up things. How long was it? 30 seconds? I can't remember. I'm not good. To be an actor, you've got to have a good memory. If it was that thing where they just go make it up, I can do that.
You can't remember 30 seconds.
Well, that's what I do.
Honestly, it's really hard.
All my film roles.
Yeah.
I just make some on the day. Is that all right?
I can't do that. It's a tricky bit of.
Karl, what do you say to those people who say, because of your mental disability, that I am bullying you and exploiting you? What do you say to those people?
Go on, interesting question. Go.
It's been asked a lot, but no one's stepping in, are they? No one's helping, are they? It's gone on for 10 years. They say what goes around comes around. When's it coming round then? When's something going to happen to him? When's someone going to squeeze his head?
What you're saying is, if people are accusing him of bullying, why aren't they actually, rather than
done about it?
What
What are they doing about it?
Oh, this is bullying. All right. Well, what are you watching it for then? It's ridiculous. Of course, it's not bullying. We're friends. You know, all these people would rather whinge about. They've all got their conspiracy theories, but what are we meant to do?
I had some exciting news this week, Karl. You'll be pleased to find out. I'm worried that you might get a little bit jealous because it's obviously going to impact on your world quite strongly. Because I know you like things to be quite samey. You like the status quo to be maintained. You like the fact that in the past, we've had some crosswords. Because I remember. What did you think of me when I first walked in? When I first came in on the first day of XFM?
I don't know why you're making a big deal.
Do you want to bring it?
I'm just being honest though. I'm just being honest about a lot of people who see you for the first time sort of go, well, he's a bit weird.
I love the fact, Steve, that you brought it up, and then you're again.
But I'm sure that wasn't what he said before.
No,
did
he
say
did.
Before
Yeah, well,
he's a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he looked at you, and I knew. I could see by the look on his face. You know when you know your kid, and your kid's sort of scared of something, and they go, "Why's your kid?" He goes, "Oh, he doesn't like pigeons or spiders."
Right.
It was like that when I saw Karl, and I brought you in, and I went, "What do you think of that, Karl?" I could see the look on his face that he was disturbed.
Sure.
And then, as he said. You get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you get used to it. And you have changed a little bit. Your hair's a bit smarter now, and you've got some nicer glasses and that, I think. Or I might just got used to it.
Whoa! Don't bring it up, Steve. Don't look at me like that.
So you say that you think some other people in the office thought the same? Do you know that for sure?
Karl.
Did you discuss it?
Karl.
Yeah, I think they do, yeah.
Okay, leave it there then.
But not just in the office, as you walk through the building.
Oh, it's worse than you ever thought!
It's best if you leave it.
Well, we're not going to leave it. We're going to get you on the poster.
Yeah.
I mainly have to see myself on videotape this morning.
I showed him, the animal show I did, the show.
Yes.
I'm doing a video, and I did behind the scenes footage, and I've got you've seen it, haven't you?
I feel a little bit of Karl on there, isn't there? Yeah,
it's great. Yeah. It's lovely. He can't believe it. He said, "Is it playing slow?" Because he's so slow, and I come into the office going, "Alright." That's how you
talk.
talk.
My head as well. I look like I'm looking into a spoon. I'm not happy with it.
I just think that if we're willing if Ricky's willing to use his celebrity profile for the sake of the show, I'm willing to look like let's say a fairly handsome, kind of cool customer. I think the very least, Karl, is that you appear on there as well. Yeah. You could dress up smart.
Are you worried that you'll look the worst out of all three of us?
Who am I standing next to? I'm next to Steve. I'm fairly confident.
Yeah.
I like the way it's so predictable. You pull the string because you know what it is. It's not.
You pull the string.
But yeah, I don't know what we were talking about there. So we've got the film thing going.
I don't know what we were talking about. What were you talking about earlier about glasses as well, and Steve taking his glasses off? What was that?
What are you saying that in front of him now for?
Was it an insult?
It wasn't really an insult.
Karl, what were you up to?
No, what was it? I genuinely don't remember. I genuinely don't remember.
Right, Steve, I'm not having a go, right? Just saying how people, it's a bit weird that you've got glasses because you've got a good pair of eyes on you, right? That isn't an insult.
What were you talking about though? What was it? Why did
it was the fact that people who wear glasses always look a bit weird without them on. It's like, they should wear glasses.
Okay. Why did we get round to this? What was we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
It sounds like an insult, even it wasn't intended as one.
It wasn't.
It sounds like an insult, Karl.
It does, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I should be allowed to punch you every time you insult me, no?
No, but I'm not.
I'm doing it. I'm going to give you a dead arm.
Look, Steve, it's you. You always.
Even if it wasn't, you intended it to be one.
What you?
That was real. Play a record.
Yeah, but
it's mad.
Every time you insult me from
That's mad.
Did you eat a knob at night now?
I wish I never said that, honestly. It's the one thing I ate. What was it that David Baddiel said that time?
When you were saying, we were having dinner, and Karl was round, and David Baddiel was round, and Karl was going, I've done nothing. He's just on the radio, he said nothing. And David Baddiel went, no, you did that song, Knob at Night. Oh.
Yeah, that's how I still feel. I don't feel like I've achieved anything that I'm really, really proud of.
Well, his mum phoned him up and said, saw you on telly the other night. She thought he was in the office. It was just a bald bloke fixing my computer. He's going, no, it was you. He's going, it wasn't me. I'd know if I was in the office or not. Yeah.
That is the sort of job I would imagine you would be doing, though. You'd be fixing something, wouldn't you?
I'd probably be quite happy with it.
Sorting some problem out in the lavatories. Sort of quite a manual job, I reckon.
Yeah. Maybe a courier. That you come in...
Helmet's on.
Yeah, but it's a perfectly round... He wears a pink helmet, and they don't see the difference when he takes it off.
To be fair, though, I've had a go at you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but also I'd like to point out, it's Ricky who insults him. I don't call you names. I mean, I might sort of stand behind him and sort of cheer him on, like the worst kind of bully's mate.
Do you know what? I'm going to show you how good I am. I'm not even going to...
No, if you listen back on the old radio shows, he's always having a go at
He has a go. He said when he first met Steve, he said it was a shock. He said that. First thing, he said, oh, that's a shock. So what do you mean? He said, well, I've never seen anything like it before. He's telling him to his face. Then he's putting on air that Steve's weird looking. Okay? So he started it.
But, like, in the same way that you've sent me on these trips to make me stronger, I think me saying that has done himself up a bit.
He has. No, he's...
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
So in a way, you've made me a better person.
He went from a weird little goggle-eyed freak to sort of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. I suppose I have in a way. Thanks, mate.
Hang on, what was that picture from that used to be on the notice board in the kitchen at XFM?
It was your favourite, wasn't it?
It's the weirdest picture of you.
It was from The Guardian, and you know when they use the wide-angle lens to get everything in, you were on the edge of it, so your head was really distorted. It looked like someone had picked up Stephen Hawking by the legs and whacked him against a wall.
It was really weird.
Yeah. And he loved it. He used to go past to go and look at Steve.
Hey, listen, we were both in the Heat magazine Weird Crush.
How
did you get on?
He won. He came number
one. Did he win?
He won. Yeah.
I didn't even win, you see, so I got handed to Karl.
Yeah.
I lost out
better, though.
Who did I lose out to?
No, him. So he's
no,
weird.
It wasn't the same. No, it was different years.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Yeah. Have I ever lost it with you?
Pretty perfect, isn't I? I'm pretty perfect.
No, I don't think I sort of go with...
Good-looking, nice...
With names. I'll sort of go, you fucking knob. I don't think you can use that on ITN, but it's more that for me. I don't pick
Well, they can.
animals.
They make a special exception for me. They allow someone to call me a fucking knob. It's the only thing they said. It's actually handed down on parchment. Thou shalt not say fucking knob.
Not censor.
unless it's against Ricky Gervais, the fucking knob.
When have I lost it with you and sort of got annoyed and
you
told you something?
You haven't. You wanted me to call off the poster campaign. When I made that poster campaign, I said around the world, and there was everyone putting up posters of Karl Pilkington, world's roundest head.
Yeah.
And you asked me to stop it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. You thought it was demeaning.
I've got a Twitter thing. I'm not using that though. But I just want you to know that one is the official one, because these other knobheads who are pretending to be me and it does me head in. So you're not talking to me on Twitter because I don't do it. So that's the official one, right? That'll be like at Karl Pilkington. And I've got a Facebook page that I don't go on it that much. If you're in Australia and you've got any questions, put them on the Facebook thing, and I'll probably stay up late one night and answer a load. So that's in your time. Anyway, I've got some questions that have come through, and these are the sort of things that I get. Kevin LaRock says, have you ever been to Canada? No, I haven't. James Duran, is there any plans for Karl to visit Australia in the near future? No, that's why I'm doing these videos. It's too far to go. Probably easier to sort of go to the moon in a way. It's easier on the body because there's no sort of jet lag there. When you get there, you can stay up. You can stay in your own time frame, can't you? Go to Australia, it's like 12 hours difference. So I'd rather go to the moon than to Australia. That's mental. Jason Cox says, hello, my wife and I are watching your show and moaning alive. Cheers. Everyone's always nice on Facebook. Jason Cox, he just says that him and his wife are enjoying watching the Moaning Alive new programme. Cheers. Mary Stanley, alright Karl, it's Wednesday. Tell me what you're working on right now. I'm not working on anything. I just want to have some time off. I've been travelling about, I've got a bad back. It's my L5S1. It's sort of gone and worn out a bit. So I'm not doing... in fact, I'm well bored at the moment. Again, that's part of the reason I've sort of agreed to do these videos. I haven't got much going on. About 3 days ago, you're not going to believe this, I was sat there trying to make the cat yawn. You know, they say yawning's sort of contagious. I wondered whether it was in the sort of the cat kingdom. I just sat in front of the cat yawning. After about 40 minutes, it yawned. I don't know if I've caused that or it's just bored. But that's the sort of life I'm having at the moment. I'm not up to much at all. Simon Bately, quick question, would you rather eat shit-flavoured chocolate or chocolate-flavoured shit? Good one. Probably chocolate flavoured shit, isn't it? But if it tastes nice, then it's not that bad, is it? It's like most food, isn't it? A lot of food, a lot of treats are like full of shit, but they taste nice, that's why we eat them. So that's what I have. Hello, Carl, do you speak Portuguese? No. Have you tried a pomegranate? I mean, Jesus, these are the reasons why I don't go on Facebook and Twitter a lot. These are the sort of questions I'm getting. I have tried a pomegranate, it's a lot of messing about. It's the one you eat with a needle, isn't it? I haven't got time, really. Well, I have got time, I was trying to make a cat yawn the other day. But I don't want to use my time eating a fruit that you have to use a needle to eat the pips with. You know, if you're meant to have 5 fruits a day, you're going to take up a full day eating fruit if you have to piss about with a needle every time you have a bit of fruit. So I have had one, but I don't like them. I prefer grapes. Just wondering if you've seen the Human Dolls programme on Channel 4. It's mental. Yeah, I did see it, yeah. Right, so that's that.
You know,
rubbish. That's rubbish, Carl, those prizes. I'm ashamed to give them away.
Carl, you know our mate Johnny, he's a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
Do you remember, he bought, the Doctor Who magazine, and he went, to the toilet, and Steve got post-it notes and put geek on every page. And Johnny opened it on the tube, right, and it had geek and everything. And Johnny bought in the new Doctor Who magazine, I think this week's or this month's, right? And they've done the perfect Doctor Who fan. Right, what the geek is, right, and it looks exactly like Steve.
Alright, don't have a go, really.
It does, and, I'm going to try and put it on the website. It's amazing. It's got your hair, glasses, it stands like you, it's sort of dressed like you, and it's only, it's hilarious, and he was, I mean, I'm insulting you now, it sounds like an insult, but if you'd see it, you'd laugh. Well,
Rockbusters, right?
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Just a little bit annoyed.
Just, 3 clues.
We've lost all the energy in this show, haven't we?
Well, I can't get over that insult. I'm just a little...
No, he did, though.
It just came out,
no,
I can be honest with you, Ricky, came out left field. I wasn't expecting an insult.
No,
and,
but I thought there was a sense of camaraderie on this.
Just email in, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm just annoyed, I can't
What are we doing?
I'm just reading out the clues.
Should we put this, let's put this one in for the Sony Award. Let's put this show in for the Sony Award.
Play a song, Carl, because I need to discuss things with him.
There's too much going on in the world, isn't there? And this, you know, you're talking about EU stuff and all that. I'm just like, am I missing something? I'm sure if I was tested, someone would say, yeah, you've got... Because everyone's got something wrong with them now, haven't they? I'm sure there'd be some initials for something that's wrong with me. But, yeah, I try. That's all you can do.
You sound pretty normal. That sounds like a fairly normal reaction to those kind of things, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's amazing how intelligent some people are, though. Like, I watch University Challenge and stuff, and I just think, how are they doing that? Where have they kept all that stuff? All that knowledge. There's no way. I mean, they say we're all sort of born with the same brain that's capable, but I don't think we are we?
I don't know.
Mine can't keep all that stuff in. I don't. Honestly, it amazes me.
University Challenge is like a league of its own, though, isn't it? I mean, you know, there's stuff there that, yeah.
I think they should be the ones who are answering about the EU. I think, you know, at least they'll understand it. Get them in a room, the winners, and just say, right, are we in or out? What should we do? There's too many food programmes on the telly anyway. Isn't there? You can't. I think probably could blame that for all the obesity at the minute. You can't turn the telly on without seeing a cake. So
and
I just thought,
did you lose
don't
intelligence as well?
I did, yeah.
Is that true, that story about the ape?
Yeah, that was... It was meant to be an episode just all about intelligence. I wanted to work out, you know... Because I'm not the brightest, I'm not the daftest. I don't think, you know, I know I did a programme called Idiot Abroad, but I don't class myself as an idiot. I'd say I'm sort of probably above the middle line of, you know... I'm above average. I'm not going to big myself up, but above average. So I just wanted to look at intelligence. And one of the stories that we were going to do was having a game of Pac-Man with an ape in, I think he was in Japan. And, yeah, about a week before we were meant to set off, 2 weeks, I think, got a call saying the ape's pulled out. And I was like, that's the only thing I was interested in, sort of taking on this challenge. And he pulled out, so I said, oh, let's forget that. So we ended up changing the intelligence ep to the art episode, which surprised the producers and that, because I said I'd like to do one on art. And they were like, what do you know about art? And I'm sort of like, well, everyone's got a view on art. I think everyone likes some sort of art. You know, you don't have to be all airy-fairy about it and, oh, what I'm getting there from the colours is this, that and the other. You just go, I like that. Everything has an effect on you, doesn't it? I like looking at buildings, me. You know, a lot of what I like about London is looking at buildings. I don't really want to go in them and stuff, but just different styles. So yeah, they said, all right then, do that. So I got involved in a load of different art and, you know, tried my hand at it. And then obviously wrote about it in the book.
Alright, this is Yak, youtube.com/Yak. Please feel free to check out all my other compilations. Got 60 of them. Cheers.
It is art eating.